Hope a stick like a pan with no butter in it. With no butter in it. Hot mothers trying to go and smother my dick. Just joking. I'm just smoking. I'm not. Guess what? I just left the fucking gym and I'm hot as hell. At the block, it swells. Every time I feel like I just excel. I'm with the gang, YSL. I'm just joking. All niggas, I give them hockey sticks. I give them really hell. I don't even know, but I'm feeling well. Yeah, I'm still spinning. All these bum niggas almost 40, they living off women. They can't even get it, but I'm out here and I'm playing all games like it's Quidditch, nigga. It's the block, yeah, I'm spinning, nigga, like a Rubik's Cube. Nigga, what it do? Pulling up, I see some motherfuckers got Jimmy Choos. Jimmy Neutron, nigga, yo, what it do?
Wow, and that's the crew. You already know how we motherfucking do. Cause it's a Too T3rp show. You know how it go. It's me, Donovan C, and we about to go. Oh. Cause y'all already know how it go. It's a Too T3rp podcast, and it's your boy Donovan, aka Mr. You knew what it was when yes I ain't do.
That's a fire ass intro, bro. That's a bruh. You know what it was when it's I ain't do.
You already know, bruh.
Hell yeah.
Shit, you had it started off. You ain't even let the thing breathe none. You just started going in. I was like,
I've been freestyling every day, bro. I've been freestyling every day. I got a chip on my shoulder now.
That shit was fire. Hey, hold on. We got to give it up for real, for real. Hold on. Before we even get started, we got to drop a bomb on that one.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
My dog christened it. So y'all already know what time it is. If you couldn't tell by the bars, you already know. We about to get with some stars.
Yes,
we got
sir.
Che Sanchez in the building.
What's the word?
That's right. You see that live studio audience out there?
Yep. I see you, Jimothy. And you too, Janice. I fuck with you. Specifically, those new shorts you got.
Hey.
That's a great sound effect.
You already know we on point tonight. Let's go.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to the homie MP3. You already know he back at school, so he here virtually.
Shout out MP3.
You already know. He's still fucking with us. He'll be back in the studio eventually, but right now, like I said, he trying to go off get them grades and shit.
We miss you, Pookie. My Discord princess.
I'm hollering, yo. Hell yeah. All right, so let's get things started off real quick with the crack-a-lackin', dack-a-lackin'. So, what you want to talk about first? We want to do your origins first? Do we want to get into the music? How you want to get this started?
Shoot, I could just give a quick origin.
Yeah, let's do that. I fuck with it.
So, my name is Che Sanchez. I'm from St. Louis, Missouri. I'm raised and born here. I lived a bunch of other places. I lived in mostly the places I lived other than St. Louis is Costa Rica. Yes. I grew up being an illustrator. Met a lot of good friends in the illustration business, and made a lot of communities in DeviantArt. With my buddy Sean, me and him started rapping when I was in, I think, middle school. We started using Audacity to start tracking tracks over from Skype. From then, I met a bunch of other friends, and I had a group called Coalition. And then I started doing my own production work. Dropped my first album when I was in junior in high school. Then I dropped my second record when Move or Be Moved is my second record. I dropped that when I was a sophomore in college. And my third record I dropped about in 2022 called I'll Think About It. And now I'm about to drop my fourth record, Mari. It's an album dedicated to my mother. And, I just been, this is like a real exploration of like how much I've improved when it comes to my storytelling, me as a person, my production work, and just being able to like create a conceptual album that just flows together.
Yeah. I love that. Okay, so I'm glad you did the short overview. Now let's dig into that short overview just a little bit.
Yeah.
I want to tap into, first we're going to get into the early origins of your story. So let's go to what it sounds like could be about middle school is when you started doing music?
Yeah. It was around that time. Like I said, it all started from illustration. I had a lot of people in my neighborhood still making music and stuff, still on the block rapping and everything. I lived in North Webster, so it was around like kind of close to Rock Hill. I was a part. At first, I was living in Dogtown with my mom when I first started going to Webster. I ended up moving to Webster with my grandma and my mom. My whole family, we moved into our grandma's house. And from there, I got my first laptop. I started doing a lot of digital art stuff. I was in love with a lot of manga, like Full Metal Alchemist, Dragon Ball Z, this early manga called Dragon Drive. And I just wanted to draw manga for a long time. So I kept practicing. I found an artist on DeviantArt called Bleedman that I don't really fuck with him like him that now because he's on some weird shit. But I liked his style. So I met a bunch of other artists who were kind of also learning from that style that he had. And I met my buddy Sean. He goes by Sheezy City. He's a well-known digital artist in North Carolina. He also used to make music. He might get back into it. We're not sure. But we started learning how to make music get together while I also was rapping around the people in my neighborhood. But that wasn't the thing that got me into rapping. I was rapping a little bit before that because my sister was in a rap group in middle school, my best friend.
Okay.
Yeah, Wes Roglin, Wasley. They were in a group called The Advocates. And my mom took them to their first studio session at Fat Buddha. And when I saw them do their show at, it was like Hickson Middle School. They had like a talent show, and I saw them live, and it really like woke me up as a musician, and it made me want to do it. So
okay, so
yeah.
Before you go any further, this is where I got a real quick question before you go any further.
Yeah.
So you already mentioned one of the homies that you've been doing this for a minute with.
Yeah.
Did you come up with Kong and Nico and them too?
No, Nico. I met Nico recently.
Okay.
Like 2 years ago. Not even
okay.
like probably like a year and a half ago, really.
Okay.
Yeah. I met Nico. This was back when I was in Doug. So when we released the record, the first Doug EP, Nico came to one of our shows. I think it wasn't even a show. It was like our release Sophie's. And Nico came up and was like, "Yo, I rock with you guys. Let's do a session together." So I went to his house and then recorded on a song that he just released called Martyrs. It's on his album, him and Kong's album. I've known Kong for a bit.
Okay.
I've known Kong for a little bit, but we weren't really like we weren't really too close like that. We were more like just like I've seen him and I fucked with his music. But then I really got to know him for real through Nico.
Okay. My bad. The only reason I asked that was because all y'all come from the same region. So I was kind of wondering, did y'all actually come up together too?
It's interesting. Nico came up with my cousin Sheldon.
Got it.
And he went to, Sheldon went into foster care when I was like 6.
Okay.
And I didn't see him for years. And then I saw him randomly when I was a junior in high school picking up some weed. And he was in the back of the car. And he was like, "Hey, do I know you?" And I was like, "Sheldon?" Like literally it was like the craziest thing. And I didn't even know that Nico knew him until like me and Nico, like a year into me and Nico knowing each other. So yeah, Nico was a huge part of like the Kirkwood rock scene at first. He was a guitarist, bassist. He's in a couple bands, and I was in the hip hop scene in Webster. So we were kind of in different scenes, but we somehow didn't meet each other, even though we knew a lot of intersecting people. I did a couple shows with a group called Brainwaves. We did a show with Dylan Brady up in the Ready Room. We did some shows at Fubar. And since then, it's crazy because I feel like we knew each other in passing, but we never really got to meet each other. So it's crazy that we never met each other before like the last 2 years.
Hey, man, this is dope to like... My bad, I'm kind of having a moment right now.
No, you good.
I think this is actually dope that we had to repeat this because now there's certain things that before that are hitting a little bit different. Like the conversation that we just had now. You know, I was able to kind of connect the dots. Like this is kind of wild to me that this podcast is doing this, not only with the cannabis space, but now entertainment, where it's like, all right, some of the homies there, if you go back and listen to some of these episodes, you're going to be able to connect dots. Like motherfuckers is really like, I don't know, there's a whole community being built here. So now we're hearing the whole community story and seeing how everybody's origins, how y'all starting to click together, how y'all came together. I don't know, that just kind of blew my mind real quick.
Real friendship type shit, man. I like the idea of found family.
Yeah.
And I was talking about One Piece. Last time the last conversation we had, I was talking about One Piece, and that's a huge part of my life since like 2020. Mm-hmm. And actually 2019. Since 2019, One Piece has been a huge part of my life. And it taught me about found family. Essentially meeting people and essentially creating these, like galvanizing these small groups, communities, and creating something that's close and something that's real with like people. Before, like, I don't know. And music is such a good it's such a great road for that.
Yeah.
Like art in general is a great way to meet and get to know people. But like I said, like when I met Nico, I made one song with him, and we just kicked it after that for hellas. Like we collabed a lot, but like a lot of times we just hang out. Like tonight, I'm going over his crib to play Smash Bros. Like tonight type shit. Yeah. So I'm the kind of guy who would rather be friends with somebody and make music during our friendship than try to get with someone just because we can make something. Because that's not how I move.
I fuck with that. I'm starting to realize that about myself. Like I'm starting to realize I'm less inclined to do other people's projects now, and I'm actually fully okay with just doing my own shit with my crew and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's confidence, man.
Yeah, that's what it boils down to. I think I'm just that confident in what it is that me and my team do. Shout out to, Maggie and Lucius with the Too Funny, all the cast members. Let me go ahead and try to name a couple of y'all real quick. My bad, bro.
No, you good.
All
do
right.
your thing.
We got, you already know, we got Lucius, we got Maggie, we got Ellen Jones, we got my homegirl Lindsay, we got Hannah Hickman.
Hell yeah.
We got Braden Donaldson, we got Leah Brose, we got Paz, we got fucking Michael Dorwart, we got fucking Dean Moran, we got Angie Meyer, we got goddamn.
That's a lot.
Yeah, I'm getting nervous because I know I'm missing a couple people. Oh yeah, we already know we got Kevin Miko on tech.
Yes, sir.
We got fucking Lucy Dames. Yes. Shout out Lucy. I feel bad.
Just the entertainment industry and the improv community in St. Louis. Like, I'm trying to get into that real quick. Like, I'm trying to be a part of improv in general because I love comedy. I love sketches. I love improv. I just like acting. You know what I mean? Me and my buddy Wosley, we do a thing with Create Place. What's called The Happening. It's like an improv. It's like an improv music show where we improv a bunch of music with the audience, and it's cool as fuck.
Yeah, last time y'all did it was at the Create Space, correct?
Yeah. We're gonna be doing that at the Create Space for at least I think till next June. Then after we're gonna try to take it out to like a bunch of other venues and see what we could do with it.
Hell yeah. Yo, as a matter of fact, we need to talk about that.
Yeah, I'm down.
For real. Yeah, after this show, we need to talk
cool.
about
Yeah,
that.
hell yeah.
Oh yeah, and Issa Mendez. That's right.
Yeah, yep. Issa.
Yeah. Shut up. Oh wait, I don't think I said her last name right. God damn it, I ain't
all
shit.
good. You good?
Shout out Issa, yo. All right, now back to regularly scheduled program. We were talking about you being in middle school. Let's get back to that.
Yeah, I was in middle school. While I was learning how to illustrate, I was also rapping a lot because I was just in love with the art form. I was going to my buddy Wes's house, and I was recording a lot in his basement. Then I started going home, like being like recording at home, and going to other people's houses in my neighborhood and recording. I released like a small 3-track EP on SoundCloud, and it was cool, but over time I started learning that I wanted my own sound, and YouTube beats weren't cutting it. So throughout all of high school, I was learning how to produce. I was learning how to create my own music from my own laptop and just kind of start just creating shit, just making stuff from FL Studio at first. I had the free download. Shout out FL Studio. I had a free download at first, and I bought it, and then I had it for years. And then over time, I stopped using FL because my computer broke, and I got a MacBook. I bought it from my buddy Owen Rogland. He goes by Whitworth. He's going across the country in a freaking bus right now. He's going crazy numbers on Spotify and everything.
Hell yeah.
Also, Wosley's little brother, which is crazy. Like, this family has like affected my life in such a positive way. But from there on, I started recording myself, and then now I'm here. I'm at now. I'm an audio engineer and a producer, and self-taught, self-made. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah, I love that, yo. Okay, so now let's talk about when you started taking it serious, because that was around high school, right?
Yeah, I was around my first record. It was right before I started audio engineering myself. I was going to a person named Alex Ward. He was recommended to me by my buddy, my old buddy Marquise Houston. He goes by King Q. And Wosley, he was recording with Wosley for a bit too. So Alex Ward, I just bring a bunch of beats that I made to Alex over from FL Studio. and we made my first record. I think it was called Golden Rose Era. And now I kind of look at it like a mixtape because it's only on SoundCloud. You can't find it on anywhere besides YouTube and SoundCloud. It's not on streaming services, which my mom hates that. And a lot of my buddies hate that. My homie Case was talking to me about that the other day. He's like, why is it on streaming services? Like, oh, it's just an old record. You got to dig for it, which is fine. I like the idea of people having to dig for old records. But I was kind of like, from there on, I was taking it really seriously. And I think after that record, it took a couple of years for me to drop another one because I wanted to mix my own shit. And to be honest, the record that convinced me into thinking that I was mixing for a bit, but the record that convinced me that it was definitely possible and I could do it was Tyler's Igor. Igor really had me like, oh, so when I heard Earthquake, I was like, okay, so things could be dirty. Things don't have to be like sounding like it's on the radio. And Igor was all over the radio, by the way. It's just like I started realizing that mixing is more of, it's the ear and not the gear. And also like it's just what the song requires. It's not like there's not industry standard for mixing. It's just what should the song have, and what's the focus? Is it the focus the vocals? Is it a guitar based song? Is the vocals the bass or the drums? Like it's just mixing based upon that helped me understand like to create the aesthetic of a song rather than trying to create a perfect masterpiece.
Yep. I think, it's funny that you say that Tyler did that for you with Igor. I feel like I started paying attention to Tyler doing that probably around Wolf.
Oh, Wolf is great.
Or Cherry Bomb, I want to say.
Oh, my God. People hate on Cherry Bomb.
That was my shit.
That shit's awesome. Dude, my favorite record is Find Your Wings. That's one of my favorite Tyler records. Yes. And it's like, he had Roy Ayers on it. Like, what? Like, people hate on that record, but I'm like, listen to it now. And I thank God that record was made because that paved the way for Flower Boy. Like, if he never made Cherry Bomb, he would have never discovered. I feel like he wouldn't discover himself for real from with music and everything. Yeah,
and that wasn't the last time that we. Was that the last time that we got him in? No, that wasn't the last time we got him and Frank. The last time we got him and Frank was on Wolf, wasn't it?
No, the last time we got him and Frank was definitely. I think it was on Flower. I think it was on Flower Boy. The last time him and Frank collaborated, because I think Frank was on something on Flower Boy. And I remember. I might be tripping. I have to look this up.
I think you're right.
And he also was like kind of like Frank talked on Call Me If You Get Lost. He was like, I love my life. Got an Iveve bowl way with color green, all different types of shades. I was like, okay. I kind of like how everyone from Our Future doesn't always collaborate though, because it kind of like it creates this feeling of like the cohesion doesn't always need to be there.
That's
you might
true.
be Mr. Lonely 911.
Oh, you're right.
Chirp 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 chirp.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
You're right. Forgot about that. Nah, they said him and Frank don't fuck with each other no more.
For real?
Yeah.
Damn. You know what I mean? People grow apart.
Yeah, I get it now.
Yeah, I get it. People, and plus they almost like, and they're like, if they're almost 40.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I feel like when you get to that point in age, like the friends that you have will stay. Like the friends that you were supposed to have are there.
Wow, you just made my head hurt. That is crazy to think. Tyler, the Creator, is almost 40 years old.
I think so. Like if I look at it,
right.
If I'm almost 20, if I'm 27, if I'm almost 30, there's no way Tyler ain't almost 40.
God damn.
Yeah, I'm 27.
Damn, I'm 33.
Yeah, then definitely Tyler's almost 40. He was definitely older than us when we were in high school.
Oh, yeah.
It's crazy to think about though, but if you start looking at his moves, like it makes sense to me. Shoot, to me, it took me a long time to realize Eminem is in his almost 60, I think.
Yeah.
Like Eminem's old now, which he doesn't look old.
I don't know about that one.
For real, I just haven't seen a picture of Eminem in a bit, so it might be tweaking. That's an awfully hot coffee pot. Should I touch it? Probably not. Spilling on Donald Trump's face? Probably you should.
Holy shit.
I don't know.
You could do impersonation?
No, that was just an actual line from a Eminem freestyle.
But I'm saying, though, you sounded like him, though.
Oh, yeah. I do great impersonations. Oh, it feels like the 4th of July. I really need a hot dog real bad. Oh, Thwip, thwip. You killed my Uncle Ben. Thwip, thwip. Dude, I remember that night when I was with y'all at Gramophone and I was just kept doing I feel like I was annoying y'all niggas. My bad.
Nah, I was hollering.
Bro.
We was laughing. We was baked this shit.
Hell yeah.
I just did one of them Black and Milds, but I had filled it with weed.
Oh, that's tough.
Yes, I had everybody fucked up.
The wine.
Nah, so y'all want to have a little fun fact here. I'm about to get a little spicy on the
Do your thing.
Camp. So they be doing us dirty, us black folks in the city, especially depending on what parts of town you go to. So
For real?
Never go to.
I always think they're doing us dirty everywhere, but
specifically though, with certain things, it'd be like, so y'all really just like y'all be going like crazy with it.
Yeah.
So you can't. So if you go to the Quick Trip right there across the street from the Improv Shop on Shoto, they don't have individual Black and Milds and shit like that. You got to buy them by the pack.
is it buy by the pack?
Yeah.
That's wild.
Then
I haven't smoked a Black Mile in years, but like also that's wild.
And then you can't. They don't have none of the flavored ones. They just got the regular.
That's weird. See, I used to work at a gas station, and if we didn't have wine Black and Miles, bro, I would be afraid I'll get my ass beat. Dead ass, bro. Where's my wine wood tip wine?
Yeah, no, they ain't had none of that. Just the regs.
Who smokes? Well, I'm not saying who smokes regs because that sounds crazy. Like niggas be smoking regular Black and Miles. Like that's not a crazy thing. But shout out my homie D Lee. He used to be smacking them Black and Miles. He used to have a Black and Mild. He used to have a Black and Mild and what's it called? Those 99s. 99 on the Black and Mild.
He used to wear black Air Force Ones too, right?
Shoot, I don't know. I think he used to wear black Air Force. Yeah. It's crazy because I be wearing black Air Force Ones, and I used to smoke those Black and Mild. Yeah, right. I don't look like a black Air Force Energy type of nigga, but I have some black Air Forces I wear at the gym and I wear at my gig at work.
See.
But I sell weed at my job, so I gotta keep them motherfuckers I gotta keep them motherfuckers in sport mode.
This motherfucker here.
keep my shit in sport mode.
Oh my god. Man, you on the good side of things though. You on the corporate side. They ain't over there fighting in the trenches like that, man.
Shit, I am working in the corporate side, but I'll still flip a pack.
This motherfucker.
I'll still flip a pack.
All right, you gonna go to jail for that. You better not say that. Don't shit. You better throw a JK on that motherfucker.
JK, I do not be flipping packs.
Yeah, I want to hear about some raid happen down at the dispensary. Then they can call your ass.
Oh, not at the dispensary. No. Just selling weed to my homies. Nothing crazy.
That's how it start.
Yeah. Now I got an empire building brick by brick. I'm start doing Freddie Gibbs verses on my way to work. I'm selling work, pushing work.
Oh man, I'm hollering.
But nothing crazy. I don't be out here like selling weight, not that. But if I have a gram, because I get like if I have if I have like some pre-rolls on me, like I usually have some weed and I don't smoke.
Yeah.
So if I get a bunch of samples, I just hook my homies up.
That's hella smart.
You know what I mean? Because it's like, you know,
honestly, I kind of hold those off. That's payment right there.
That is true. You know what I mean? That's like, but also it's like one of those things like, I don't know. I just like having stuff. I like having weed so I can go to the studio sessions and be like, here's a joint. Here's an eighth.
My dog over here.
Bah, bah. You get a joint. You check under your seat. You get a Curios 5-pack sample.
I was getting ready to say, Che Winfrey looking at.
On God. I love being like Che Winfrey when it comes to like weed, bro. That's my favorite shit. I dropped this guy off of a pack of Flavs, bro. That nigga cried, bro. I never seen a nigga cry before. Cause it was like I don't even know what it was. It was like this guy at the gas station. He looked like he was going through it. So I tossed him like a 500 milligram pack of Flavs, bro. And he was like, bro, you never understand, man. Like, just shit, man. My baby mama ain't fuck with me like that, bro. I swear to God, bro. I was like, oh, my bad, bro. I wasn't trying to get you in that. I was just trying to make you having a good day. You know what I mean?
He was like Will Smith on Pursuit of Happiness.
I just needed a job, man. My kid outside waiting in the car. There ain't no car. He's just sitting there. waiting. Jaden outside. Jaden.
Oh man, That's all I could see in my head when you was describing that. I was like, yo.
No, I want to grow out my hair so bad, so and get like a thick ass mustache so I can dress up like that nigga from Pursuit of Happiness for Halloween. That'll be funny as shit.
You gotta do that now.
That'll be funny as shit. It's either that or Rigby from Mordecai and Rigby.
I haven't seen that.
Oh, bro, if you see me and Nick together, it looks like Mordecai and Rigby, like the short brown nigga and the tall nigga that look like kind of like a bird.
I'm hollering. I'm gonna check that out. Because that's anime, isn't it?
No, it's Cartoon Network. It's Cartoon Network.
Okay.
It's like Shroom cartoons. Like it's like early Shroom because the guy who does it, like who made Mordecai and Rigby, regular show. The guy who made regular show also made another show that's like what he really wanted regular show to be. But if you watch it, it's like, oh yeah, you were definitely tripping while writing this.
Okay.
Like there's a point where they kill a dude with a giant head by playing video games and beating him at his high score. Like, I mean, like they raced on a bunch of bikes against a bunch of like roided up freaking unicorns that were biker. Like the weirdest shit you would see in Mordecai Rigby, and for some reason it would make sense. This one time he uppercutted a nigga to the sun. Yeah, to the sun. Mordecai regular show is great. Regular show is great.
I've never seen regular show either. I heard of it.
That's Mordecai and Rigby. That's regular show. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was like around the same time when Adventure Time was really popular too. So I was watching those two like a motherfucker.
I never watched. That was past my. That's past my part of Cartoon Network and all of that.
I feel
had
that.
tapped out by then.
You would. So were you like Teen Titans, Hanna-Barbera early on, like?
Teen Titans, Codename Kids Next Door.
Word, yep.
Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Yeah, I was around that time. I was watching that around that time, but I think I was watching the reruns.
See, yeah, I was like watching it in time.
Oh, that sounds lit.
Yeah, that shit was fire. 5-5.
5-5.
For real.
Hell yeah.
That shit was 5-5.
Hell yeah.
Damn, that's crazy thing. Like, yeah, Rocket Power.
Oh my god, Rocket Power.
Yeah, that was
that
like,
Nickelodeon.
Yeah,
dude, that shit was lit.
As Told by Ginger, like all of that. Yeah, that was my time.
Oh, that was a great time. Brandy and Mr. Whiskers. You remember that, or was that later?
That was after. Yeah, that was a little later.
That was later. That was Disney. That was like, so I was watching the videos. Like someone was like, this dude was like, I don't know how you feel about this, but this dude said Disney was his main, his backup was Nickelodeon, and Cartoon Network was his backup. That's crazy to me.
Yeah, he wilding the fuck out.
He also had this weird ass like this ponytail that was like looked like a mushroom. I don't know. He was just making fun of the other niggas that started with, bro. Cartoon Network is my main, Nickelodeon's my backup, Disney Channel's my fallback. Cause I can't like Disney Channel is cool, but like Cartoon Network was eating at that time.
Switch Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network with me because
fair.
I started with Rugrats.
Well, that's valid. I feel like Nickelodeon is a valid choice. I feel like you can't pick Disney though first.
Hell no.
That's like the cheesiest shit. I'm not. Hey, no judgment to anybody that watched Disney Channel more than Cartoon Network or Nickelodeon, but actually judgment. Y'all niggas weird.
I say this with a Disney shirt on.
Well, that's different. That's Goofy Movie. That's different, bro. I sung that song live at a festival.
Wow.
Yeah, that was a song. I made a mixture of like a song by Sam Gellatry that's called Serotonin. It had the same key as Eye to Eye. So I was just like, I went from like singing the song to like, I got myself a motion and one I know that you'll understand, and people were like, what? Like bro, Goofy Movie holds up. Like I feel like the Disney Channel original movies were the only thing on Disney Channel that I was like I was tuned in on.
Yeah,
I was locked the fuck in on those originals.
So it's funny to think about now, but I remember the premiere of High School Musical. Like that shit was crazy. Yeah.
Like niggas were losing their mind. My sisters were losing their minds.
Yeah, now
over Troy Bolton.
Yeah, now niggas is Ted Bundy and shit.
God, Lord.
Evolution.
It's insane.
Evolution. That's crazy.
I don't know if I call it de-evolution. Ted Bundy is a wild.
Nah, I feel like that's expanding, bro. You went from like a little heartthrob, little punk ass boy to like a straight killer.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's very true. You're right, because it's like the acting chops you have to go through the being like. But being a heartthrob ain't hard. Like, if you're a good looking high school looking dude, being a heartthrob, like, it's more of a look than an acting thing.
Nah.
You for real? Oh, you see it? Okay,
there's too many lame ass motherfuckers out here, dog.
True. But back in Disney Channel, bro, they picked people like, I feel like back in early Disney Channel, if you read those scripts, bro, ugh.
Them dudes was lame. That's my point.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. But that's what I was saying. Like, you don't really need to be like a good actor to be a heartthrob. Like, you could just be good looking and be a heartthrob.
Yeah, nah.
Nah, fuck these niggas.
I'm saying though, like, you gotta. Hey man, speaking from.
Well, this is like back in the day when people liked lame niggas.
I feel like that still applies. They ain't never stopped now.
Sadly.
They ain't never stopped.
Sadly.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, nah, it's a lot of niggas that's out here faking. Like, they act like they cool. Nah, they really lame.
They really putting their foot in the yogurt.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Nah, some of these niggas, they faking. Like,
yeah,
they acting for real. They acting like they cool. They acting like they with the shits, and then you find out, oh, nah, they ain't like that at all.
I feel like nowadays niggas be trying to act interesting. You know what I mean? Like, they think like they act quirky, but they're really just awkward. Like, I feel like there's a difference between being quirky and just weird, nigga. Like, niggas think being like, I don't dislike being weird. I think like being weird as like, there's weird haha weird and there's like weird creepy weird. A lot of these niggas be creepy weird and calling it quirky. I'm like, nah.
First off, don't ever tell me you quirky.
Bro, I hate that. That's so cringy, bro. To me, being quirky, like, bro, just be you. Like, don't say I'm quirky. Like, get out of here, bro. What are you, freaking Deku from My Hero Academia, bro? What's wrong with you?
I have never heard nobody refer to themselves as quirky.
I sadly have. Too many grown ass adults like, I'm quirky.
See, this how I know I'm getting old. This that. All right, I'm getting into my unk bag. It's like,
y'all youngins don't even understand what quirky means.
Back in my day,
we used to watch Jake Long before my Jake was even long.
Quirky used to be that little fast girl down the street.
That fast girl down the street was quirky. I tell you what. Yeah, man. Oh, so yeah, like, so let's get into the album real quick. I'm just joking. So it's called Quirky. I'm a quirky little guy.
Nah, you right though. We do need to go ahead and get serious though, for real though. All right, now, not talking about. Wow, actually, I don't know if that's the best transition after that. Because we got to get into some real stuff. I mean,
I guess I don't know. I could just talk. We can keep going goofy style because I'm down for whatever.
No, I'm just saying I ain't want to transition because it's like about your family and shit like that.
Yeah, go.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like, hold on.
But hey. So my family used to watch Disney Channel together and Cartoon Network together. So it's like not really that far. And to be honest, my family are weird. We're all weird as hell, but not like creepy weird, just ha weird. So some of us are weird, creepy.
I mean,
weird, but
you should be able to catch that from the album. So transition now. Now we can transition.
Okay, cool.
I feel like, we get safe into it. All right, so yeah, they're not that at all. As a matter of fact, you get a glimpse of really the inner workings of Che and the background of where he comes from through this album, Mari. Mm-hmm. And it even starts off at the beginning with the voicemail. Yeah.
It's like a. So the first track is called Hello. Starts off with this weird, like, I don't know, I call it weird, but it's like, this is like, it's like a really like a dusty guitar, like a dusty acoustic guitar, kind of sounds like country or bluegrassy, and then it switches into this hard knocking ass 808 beat where I'm rapping a little bit, but then it switches in again into this voicemail that my mom left me a long time ago when she moved to Mississippi. And she was just talking about how lonely she was. And I think we were both lonely at the time. I was with my girlfriend, but we were both kind of like, we're so used to being a close-knit family and being in the same city. It's still weird, her not living here. It's like the weirdest shit to me. She's been gone for like, I think, damn, it's been 6 years.
Wow.
Yeah, it's been 6 years. 5 years.
Wow.
It's been 5 years since she moved to Mississippi. And she loves it. Don't get me wrong. She loves the weather there. It's cool. One thing she doesn't like is how boring it is up there, but down there, but.
I can see that.
Yeah, but she's just like, she sent me this this really heartfelt voicemail about how she just misses the family and how she misses being around us and all the kids. Mm. And from there on, when I started getting these voicemails, I was like, yeah, I kind of see something going. You know what I mean? I kind of see, and it was kind of interesting because all these voicemails were like through random parts of my life during that stage between 2020 and 2022. I was like going through a crazy ass breakup with my partner at the time. She was like, she when I met her, she didn't really know herself, and neither did I. So when we were growing up, while we're growing up with each other, we're living together during COVID. So it was a COVID relationship. That shit was bound to end, but it got really crazy, and I started becoming really isolated away from my family during that relationship. So this album's more about me freeing myself from that like isolation and like learning how to deal with the grief of that.
Hell yeah. Yeah, and like there's some standout tracks for me. So we were just talking about earlier, like I really fuck with my current favorite track. Like if I'm on everyday joint is OTP.
Yep.
I say like my reflective joint is the Uncle Che, and that's where you get to find out a little bit more about how you've been trying to guide him with your family, like how you've been a little distant, but now you coming back and you trying to get back in the fold.
Yeah, and I'm still working on that. I'm still not the best at like being the most involved in my family, but I just know that I started stepping up a little bit more after my mom there's a part of the album my mom chews me out. Mm-hmm. It's the end of, I think, Dad's Cabinet. She chews me the fuck out. And it was like, because we had an argument about me getting mad because she wasn't co-signing on an apartment with me and my girlfriend. And she was smart because she was like, you guys could break up. And if you guys break up and she moves out, that would not just fuck up your money, but also mine. So I can't like 100% put my credit on that. And I didn't understand it, and I was getting pissed and saying all this fucking mean-ass shit to her, which was completely undeserved. And after that, I kind of had to wake the fuck up, especially after we broke up, because I was like, oh, my mom was right. My mom was right? Who knew?
But you end up basically kind of showing that towards the end, too, because you get very reflective. You start talking about a lot of the healing. You talk about some of the things with your homies. You talk about just, like, all real-life shit.
Yeah. While I was going through that breakup, my friend met the love of his life, got married around that time. Not even like he got married a year later, and but also had the craziest cancer scare ever. While I was going through something, I was kind of selfishly not even thinking about it. He wasn't even telling me about what he was going through at the time, but I was like kind of like, where are you at, man? I kind of needed a lot of support, but he's like, bro, I'm dealing with some shit. Like my life is like his life changed completely. Got 2 kids now. Like essentially became like not a stepdad, but he became the father of these 2 children that were like his wife's kids. And he got a house. Like he changed his whole lifestyle completely, while my like lifestyle was changing in a different way. And it was just like understanding that and just growing the fuck up. Like it was like I was mid-20s, like I was early 20s, like I was thinking I was 23 or 24 when all that shit went down. And I was very selfish at that time. I was very like, you can kind of hear it in that song Oklahoma City. It was just kind of a reflection of like me kind of like going through it, but also you see my best friend's perspective. And it was and his verse, I can't even hear his verse without almost crying or almost choking up, because it's like, it's so real. Mm-hmm. It's so real. And it's kind of like one of those things where I'm happy that we got over that, because it was like a real hurdle in our friendship that we had to get. And it wasn't like a serious argument or anything, but it was more of this thing like, oh, like a wake up call for me. It's like, oh, it's not the Chase show. Like if I'm going through some shit, doesn't mean you're not the only one going through some shit. You have buddies, but doesn't mean they always have to be there for you. Sometimes you have to hold it down for yourself for a bit. Yep. So I had to grow up around that time, and that album helped me really get through it.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah.
That's fire, bro. So what would you say? Also, I forgot another one. Act My Age.
Act My Age is like, yeah, it follows up after Dad's Cabinet, after my mom chewing me out.
That was my favorite when I first heard. So that was the single that I first heard from you. I'm like, hold on. This dude get down like that. And the reason why I found it was because you had put out an ad on Instagram. And I was like, hold on.
Yeah.
This him?
I had a small rollout for that record. It was kind of cool. I liked the rollout, and I was doing a lot of illustration for that song in general. And I don't know, it was something about that time period when I was making that record that felt so natural and felt so good. Producing was cool because every time because I didn't really grow up listening to like of course, like I'm hip on Biggie and I'm hip on like Juicy Fruit, the song Juicy Fruit. But I didn't really listen to that song like that. So but every time I played it, they'd be like, damn, the drums remind me of Juicy Fruit. And I was like, oh, hell yeah. It's kind of cool how I can connect the two without, because I didn't sample it. I just kind of made those drums because I wanted. And I kind of like how it kind of has this moment where it could reflect and kind of be viewed as viewed through a different lens too. Because the older heads listen to it and they be like, damn, this is like a throwback. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And the other people will be listening to it like, damn, this is a cool ass R&B joint. It's a weird pop R&B joint. I don't even know how to describe it.
That's exactly what y'all would describe it as.
Yeah, pop R&B joint. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a lot of different sounds on that record. There's some blues stuff, like with something from Nothing. That's kind of like bluesy, a little sad and somber. Then there's like some rap shit with Dad's Cabinet and Uncle Che.
Yep. And
then there's some ends on some like pop, like almost like Flower Boy type shit with Eternity, some rock shit like Drowning.
It's a very cohesive album. I feel like it has a little bit of everything on there for you.
I'm thankful that it sounded cohesive because that was my biggest concern. Because I was messing with so many different genres in this record that it felt like, oh, I don't know how this is going to translate.
It blends perfectly.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
It all makes sense. There's nothing that sounds out of place.
That's good. I was really worried about that. I feel like my last record, I'll think about it, had some tracks that were it definitely had some cohesion to it, but it felt like there were some tracks that just kind of felt out of place. Like there was a song called Funk and there was a song called Often. Mm. Those two kind of were like songs I threw on there at the end because I felt like they were cool, but it wasn't like a part. It didn't feel like a part of the record. Yeah. You know what I mean?
No, I felt like this was a concept album.
Yeah. It's not my first, but it was my favorite concept record that I've ever made.
Yeah, no, like I said, I've been sitting with it. Hey, I done got dressed to it. I done did the car test, just sitting around playing GTA, vibing around in the whips that I made in there, just riding around in the city and shit like that, seeing how it feels. I like doing lame shit like that.
That's not lame. That's dope. If you're listening to my music driving, that's exactly what I wanted.
Oh yeah.
Like I want people to listen. Like truthfully, I'm really hoping when this album comes out September 4th. I'm doing an early release on Untitled on September 1st.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, I was really hoping that people would listen from front to back because it really is a story. Like nowadays, a lot of people are like single heavy and they really want to listen to the single, which is like fair. I get it because the short attention span of our the common age right now. But dude, I grew up listening to things like Amy Winehouse and Distant Relatives and Section 80, and I just like Back to Black. I like concept records. I like records that connect. Like freaking man, there's so many great records out there. Freaking Welcome to Jamrock. I like records that tell a story, and if it tells a story, then that kind of has my attention. That's why I grew up. When I found Kendrick, I was like so enamored because when I would hear a concept record from him, it would feel like it felt different. Like him and Childish Gambino, there's a lot of artists that kind of made me feel like, oh, this kind of feels like a story. Mm-hmm. And I like that kind of shit, man. I really like a story. Call Me If You Get Lost is a great record because I like it because it's a story. I want something like that.
Yeah. Hell yeah. I mean, you got it.
Hell yeah.
You have it.
Thank you. Thank you. Producing that record's weird, though. It was really weird.
Really?
Yeah. Because there's so much... I had to learn about different genres. Like, I dabbled with a lot of different genres, but I had to learn what the important mixing decisions I should be making on different genres. Like, I wasn't really understanding the importance of that.
All right. No, you keep talking. If you don't mind, I'm going to cue up my Bluetooth.
No, you good.
We might go ahead and play some joints. I just wanted to get it ready while you talking.
Yeah, you good. One that I struggled with a lot was Drowning. Drowning was really difficult because it feels like it has a sample on there, but it's also like I have like some grunge guitars. Same with like no, it's not that's not Drowning. That's Oklahoma City that has a sample. But Drowning has like a lot of grunge guitars. Shout out my homie Tyson Armand. He's on the record. He's a great musician. He's a great bassist. I had guitar on there already that he added bass, and we made this record back in like 2023. So it was a long time ago when this record was first conceptualized. And my whole thing was I was really hoping that it would kind of create, I don't know, I was hoping that I'd create this kind of like somber feeling of like feeling like lost and like trying to struggle for air, but also have like a lot of having hard rock elements into it and like synths and cool stuff in there. So it was just understanding how to actually mix again. I had to reteach myself how to mix throughout this record.
Hell yeah. Okay, so I got it pulled up. What you want the people to hear first?
Shoot.
Out of the ones that we didn't talk about so far, because I do want to give the people a little bit of a listen to see what they.
I would say you pick, because I feel like you. I don't want to pick my own song. I kind of feel like you have your own favorites.
Okay.
And I could just kind of go through and we could just talk about which ones are the ones that you rock with the most.
Okay, so if we're gonna do, like you said, something that's a little bit different and off the beaten path of the hip hop and all of that, I said Butterfly.
Cool, yes, do it.
Yeah, I fuck with that one heavy.
That was difficult too. That was a difficult song to make and produce. The drums particularly.
1, 2, 3, 4. Butterfly, free soul on your own in your goggles, tryna fly. You wonder why I will always hold things down. You arrived, been around way before the dotted lines and the picket signs. Butterfly, when you go, spend about 4 hours on phones. I can be alone.
It's a weird time
signature. And the linens on me close when you get home. Hold my tears right to your shoulder side when you arrive. Butterfly, I've been changing though so fast it's hard to show. Oh, I'm still thinking about you though I hope you know. Butterfly, most of my close friends disappeared in a different time. Hard to find ways to communicate how I feel tonight. Chest caved in and I'm trying to take in every vibe.
It's Too T3rpd.
Hoping all the pain all burns away with the optimal.
That's some radio shit right there. That's sick.
You already know. Hey, we trying to do something a little different around here.
I rock with it. I rocked with that. That was cool.
Yeah, I already know. That's Butterfly right there.
Yeah, that's an interesting song. I produced it back in. I started producing it in 2022. I made the drum track first. I was like working at a gas station and I was listening to Lonnie Rose. I don't know what song it made me start wanting to make that kind of drum track, but I kept having this drum rhythm in my head while at work. Like the 3-6, 1 2 3, 1 2 3, 1. I like that kind of time signature, especially while rapping. It's a weird ass rhythm to rap to and sing to. So I kind of wanted to do something like that. I had a bass line for it, but I didn't touch it for years.
I feel like that would be like spoken word kind of.
It was kind of like spoken word. Writing it felt different too, and so I didn't touch it for a long time until I got with my buddy Mike Lefevre. Like Lefevre? I don't know, Lefevre. But he's in a band called Sleepy Soul. They're doing a lot of cool shit. And he was collaborating with my buddy Wasley and my buddy Owen a lot. So one day I was like, yo, can I get some help with can I get your help producing this track? So I went over there. He laid guitar over the bass I had and over and he had some synths and some, to be honest, the elements are sparse. There's not a lot of stuff. It's just a couple layers. It's drums, bass, guitar, some keys, and vocals. That's it. No like crazy synths. It's not a bunch of different stuff. It's really like very all the energies in the drums. So a lot of the focus I put in was those drums because those drums were like programmed in such a weird way and it took such a long time to make those drums. So Yeah, it was. I thanks to him because I wouldn't have been able to complete it if it wasn't for him. And he's also the one singing.
Hell yeah, that's hard.
Yeah, shout out Sleepy Soul. Shout out Mike.
Hell yeah. All right, we're gonna pull up another one real quick. We've been talking about it. We're gonna pull up Uncle Che.
Cool.
Yeah, let's check out Uncle Che real quick.
Do.
So we're gonna reflect the vibe real quick. Oh, come on now.
Oh, I think it's still muted.
Oh. It still ain't doing the right one. Trip. Hold on. There we go. There we go.
Uncle Che, Uncle Che.
It's 2T3rpd.
Uncle Che, Uncle Che, hey. Uncle Che, Uncle Che, Uncle Che, ho. Uncle Che, Uncle Che, Uncle Che, Che. What do you want to say to Uncle Che? Give him a song, baby.
Hey, yo. Uncle Che, we love you, yo. Ella, hey. L-O-L.
Shout out Lily.
L-O-O. Like K-O-O. Che, I love you, you're my uncle. Uncle Che, I love you like oh. Hey, hey. Uncle Che, Uncle Che, Uncle Che.
Uncle Che, Uncle Che, Uncle Che.
Hey.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Pop about the block, yo, what it is. This song ain't for me, this song is for my future kids. I'm worried about my legacy, y'all worried about y'all risk. I'm looking for a real one and I wonder where she is. It's rare to see some people that would care about your business. It's rare to have some friends that give a fuck about your feelings. And if they don't, then tell your homies that they all dismissed. You can't say it's love when everybody calls you Chris. You can't say it's love when some advice can get them pissed. You can't say it's love when moms won't give their kid a kiss. I ain't ready for no kids, so they gonna call me Uncle Che, Uncle Che, Uncle Che, Uncle Che. Now I'm back in town, so just call me Uncle Che, Uncle Che, Uncle Che, Uncle Che. I'ma hold things down. Just call me Uncle Che, Uncle Che, Uncle Che, Uncle Che. Now I'm back in town, so just call me Uncle Che, Uncle Che, Uncle Che, Uncle Che.
お家の中でこれを着て
I took so long just to be perfect, but I know that I got accomplished.
Damn. Can't cut it off. It's
Right? That's me singing, by the way.
really.
Yeah, I pitched my voice. I made like a Annie sounding voice and pitched it up.
That's hard. That's hard. I would have never known that.
Yeah,
That's
it's not a
hard.
sample. People think it's a sample, but it's me.
Hey.
Just to be perfect, but I know that you got accomplished. 'Cause I know you
took so long, you took so
took so long just to be perfect.
Okay. I was only 10 seconds left. Hold on.
I like the ending too.
どうすればいいですか？
Hey, man. If y'all can't see this man a problem.
Yeah, I like that sample at the end. I was sampling that's that little no creatore uche. Like I was sampling Puffy Yami Yumi.
Okay.
For like, I'm not sure if you remember them. There was an old cartoon on Cartoon Network, but they're also a Japanese band. They did the Teen Titans intro.
Okay.
Yeah, no, TITN, like, you know. So TEENTITANS, Teen Titans. So I was like, I grew up on Puffy Yami Yumi, and I listened to a lot of their music, a lot of J-pop growing up. So I was like, I want some element of when I was a kid in here. And I wanted a cool ass transition. So I really was like, oh, I'm going to get a Puffy Yami Yumi intro and see if I can find a part where it sounds like they're saying, like, ooh, Che. So I like, no, I don't know what she said, but ooh, Che. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was kind of cool. I was about to grab this other part, but I was like, I looked at the translation. It was like, oh, I like Puff Daddy. I was like, ooh, I can't say that. I can't have that on my album.
I'm hollering. Yeah, maybe about maybe a year ago, you might have been able to get the clearance.
Maybe.
But yeah.
It's a big maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that song a lot. It's also like that intro. It wasn't supposed to be a song at first.
Really?
It was I had a whole So I'm not even told. I haven't told you about this. Mari, there was a whole other album for Mari. Mari had like 6 other tracks that did were supposed to be on there that didn't make it, and the tracks that are on here, 6 of them that are on here wasn't on there. OPT wasn't supposed to be on there.
Really?
Something for Nothing wasn't supposed to be on there. Neither was Uncle Che. Neither was Eternity. Like 5 of those tracks were not even supposed to be on the record. There's 5 other tracks, and I ended up picking. Getting rid of the other tracks and adding those new ones because I felt like it made more sense, and my life was just changing at the time, so my style was changing. But Lily, Wes's daughter Lily, sent me a voicemail with Wes of her rapping. It was a random thing, and I was like, "Damn, she kind of going crazy." I'm gonna actually do something like that. So I was like, "I'm gonna make this a song," you know what I mean? And I just kind of made it a song, and I was like, "Damn, this is actually kind of sick." Like this kind of. It just ended up fitting with the record naturally. So I ended up adding it to the record, and I showed my best friend that. He was like, "Bro, thank you so much, because now my daughter's on the record." You know what I mean? And it's family. It's a family song, and you know what I mean? At the song before, on the part before, it says, "Hey Siri, play Uncle Che." Like that's my nephew says that in the song before. So it was kind of like, it was a cool full circle moment for me.
That's dope.
And I really liked that.
That's hard. That's dope. See, like, I'm glad we did it this way. See, this is why this needed to happen again.
Yeah, I liked it that way. It's kind of cool. I like it that we're doing it this way too. It's kind of sick.
This is kind of my first time doing like an album review, kind of.
Oh, I'm happy to be the first.
This is hard, bro. This might have to start being a regular thing. Yeah,
dude, I'd love to see more album review podcasts because I feel like there's a lot of hip hop podcasts just talking about hip hop, but they don't listen to music, or they don't actually do breakdowns and analyzation of it. And I kind of miss that part of like, I don't know, hip hop journalism, like not even just hip hop, like music journalism, real music journalism, not like seeing what artists are doing on their personal lives, but actually what the records are saying and what the records are doing. Yeah, you know what I mean? I think that's really cool. I like anime journalism. I like hip hop journalism.
Hell yeah, you already know. Shit, I'm trying to be weed, hip hop. I want to be culture.
Yeah, like pop culture, just culture in general.
Yeah, just culture in general, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, all the stuff that we do, like, we probably gonna be at Paint Lewis this weekend. I just talked to the homie so. Yeah. So, yeah, Too T3rpd to be covering. You already know. We about to get some stuff together for that. This will be our 3rd year doing that.
Sick.
Oh, yeah, you know. Hey, we about to start doing some shit together. Shout out to the show on September 6th.
Shout out.
Yeah, I'll be a part of that with my homie Brandon. You already know. We're gonna be belting our boys for that show, but we're officially known as the Normandy Boys because we both from Normandy. So y'all already know we gotta represent for the hometown.
Heck yeah.
That's right. The hottest freestyle improv group is St. Louis. Y'all already know.
That's sick.
Yeah. So it's gonna be fun, yo.
I'm excited.
Hell yeah.
Bel-Air boys or Normandy boys. Shout out to the folks in Normandy.
You already know.
Right now.
But shit, shout out to Big Cheese because that's who's hosting this. You already know Nick and Night and Con.
Shout out Big Cheese for real. Like, dude, they changed my life in the last 3 years. Like, just not 2 years. Like spending time with those dudes kind of like, one, it changed my mindset when it comes to music. To like their rollout is insane. Their work ethic. Their work ethic is like, I wish I could do something. Like, dude, these dudes work night and day we're working night and day on that record to make it perfect. And not even just the record, it was like CDs, t-shirts, merch, like doing illustrations for it. Like they even did stickers. Like Sally wasn't able to make it to that one show. I was supposed to perform. I got really sick. But they made a sticker of all the featured artists.
Really?
Yeah, man. They made stickers. I've never seen something like that.
That's hard.
It was so cool. And they did it at Up Late, and Up Late's such a St. Louis. It's such a St. Louis staple.
Yeah.
So like they really are tapped in with the like, I don't know, the culture. There's a big difference between, like, I get a lot of streams, but like there's a difference between getting a lot of streams and having the cultural, like the social, like
impact. You're right.
The social impact. I think that what makes them so different. It's like seeing the rebirth of hip hop again. Like I look at Big Cheese like the future of hip hop, and not even just Nico, but Kong was eating that record the fuck up, bro. I listened to his verses. I'm like, I listened to that when I listened to that record when it dropped, I was like, oh yeah, I need to get back in the studio, bro. I'm tweaking.
But I feel like all y'all, man, I just feel like I'm blessed to be around y'all because really y'all putting St. Louis music on the map right now. Like a lot of people aren't. I feel like a lot of people pay attention to like the real hood rap and all that when it comes to St. Louis, but they missing like, nah, we really got like, if everybody loves Smino, hey man, check out the tree.
Yeah.
Cause there's some motherfuckers that's like really putting on in that same type of vein, and like we gotta start pushing all forms of this music around St. Louis, bro.
I definitely agree. I think right now St. Louis has this cool ass thing that's happening where there's a lot of great groups coming out and a lot of great artists that are coming out and doing a lot of sick ass shit. Like I've been listening to a lot of Darkwood, like KP Kano and Michael Franco. I've been listening to a lot of Big Cheese, you know, Nick at Night and freaking Kong. I've been listening to a lot of Rents Due. Shout out my boys at Rents Due, you know what I mean? Like they're incredible. Freaking my friend Connor, Wit, Amaris, and freaking I'm tweaking. Dez. You know, there's a couple other people, and I think there's a couple other folks in Rents Due too. But just great artists in general. And they're just streaming all the time too on Twitch, and it's kind of funny. I'm hopping in those streams and just goofing off with those dudes. There's a lot of cool shit happening. Like Oso right now is dropping a lot of cool records along with like freaking E-Man. You know, I just rock with cool music. Like it's not about what because I feel like right now we're in a pivoting state right now with music in hip hop in St. Louis where no one really gives a fuck what you doing or like what connection to the industry right now. Because in my opinion, I think the industry is like the mainstream industry is dying. I think it's more about the cultural impact and the social impact that you're having. Because dude, there's a big thing when it comes to like the social economy where you're kind of like, how much are you benefiting the community rather than how much are you like, how many prizes you get and all this shit, how many accolades you get from big name artists. Like that shit's cool, but at the end of the day, if you're not helping the community, that's just corny to me.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean? If you're not galvanizing community, like there are people who aren't in music but that are in film that like are inspiring the fuck out of me, like Cammy and like Cammy Thomas has been like,
yo, shout out. I've been wanting to get her on the pod.
Dude, please do. She's such a brilliant person. She has such a brilliant mind. I was in her short film called Keeneland.
Hell yeah.
And she's out here doing tornado relief and helping a lot of people out, and she's just a light in St. Louis. I wish she was mayor. I'm not sure if she wants to be mayor, but I wish she was mayor.
I've been watching it. I haven't met her in person. I've been meeting to meet her in person before I approached her about it. I think I'm a big on that.
I'd recommend her on here every day in my life. Me and her are cool as fuck. She's a dope person. She's gotten me into a lot of cool opportunities and a lot of cool ass situations. Introduced me to a lot of sick ass people. And I don't know. My life wouldn't be the same without meeting her.
Hell yeah, that's
you know what I mean?
up.
It's really, she's really a blessing to the city in general. But there's a lot of people like that in the city that are just like blessing the city as a whole. And I thank everyone who's like Mo has been doing a lot of shit. Mastermind's been doing a lot of cool shit. Fucking Wasley, he's been doing a lot of cool stuff. The homies that Create Place, Ferg and Trell, man, like I think there's like we're starting to realize what it really means to actually have I don't know, like there's a thing like social income is important.
Yeah,
like building a community is how we stay alive. Like actually creating these small galvanized communities that are like kind of all talking to each other, because we're living in a space that's so isolated, in a time period that's so isolated. So when you have communities actually being built from the ground up, that's what makes St. Louis so great, and that's what makes people want to move here.
Yeah, but
all right, let's do it. Let's get into it.
These folks that be moving here, they like it, but then they don't because they get ran over by it. So then they trying to change the way that it go.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of people who come here try to gentrify St. Louis's culture, but it's not a thing that St. Louisans let happen. You know what I mean? Most St. Louisans don't let if it's an important culture. Most of the time, we don't let them touch it because it's like it's a small built knit community, man, and you can spot out bullshit real quick here, man. That's what I like about St. Louis. If there's some fucking sus shit happening, man, it's quick to call out. It's quickly calling out.
Yeah, Yeah, honestly, we gonna need all hands on deck because there's a lot of things that's getting ready to happen. I usually don't get political on here, but last time
I'm down to get political all day.
Yeah, I already know you about to throw some, things. So let me go ahead and throw my hat in there. Honestly,
free Palestine, motherfucker.
Not only that, but
free the Congo.
Hey man, free us.
Free us.
Free St. Louis, because right now we are held hostage underneath basically a mob boss of a mayor. And,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of bullshit going on.
Shit. Boeing, Trump, the FBI is moving here.
Clayco.
Fucking,
do your research.
Fucking insane. There's a lot of crazy shit happening in St. Louis right now. It's like essentially against the working class.
Oh yeah.
And the scary thing about it is they're really trying to destroy the art communities out here because that's the easiest way to galvanize. They're afraid of people coming together and actually creating change. So the greatest way is like, how do we get people out of the freaking creative space? That's why all this AI shit is popping up and all this shit, because they're trying to have computers make art because computers can't have conversations.
Yeah, but you still need the people to be able to create the conversations for the AI to have.
Exactly, but that's the thing. They're trying to get rid of the conversations as a whole.
Can never do that.
Exactly, and that's and it's a dangerous space when you have these AI companies and these AI brands creating art. Not even creating art, putting in a prompt and having a freaking computer regurgitate quote unquote art. And it does make money. It does make money. There's a lot of these corporations and these labels that are coming together and banding together and putting money into these AI musicians, and just because they can make 6 albums in 6 weeks and create a lot of random streaming revenue, which I think streaming is the worst thing for the creative community. You know, I stream, it's fucked up, but I don't think it's right. I think people should buy records. I've been buying CDs recently and just kind of having physicals because it's important to actually. There's value. We gotta keep the value of art, actually have value, or those conversations can't really be had.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean? And we can't. I think capitalism has no space in art, in my opinion. You know, I just think capitalism is the opposite of art. It's like a lifestyle sold to people that's not even real. A lot of musicians that are living this fake lifestyle, man, it's fake. It's a lot of things. That's my issue with social media and Instagram.
Yeah, it's not what you actually see for the most part with a lot of people.
Yeah. Should I keep it a buck on my social media? Today I talked about how much this one girl at this boba tea spot fucked up my order, and I didn't care because she was kind of cute. I gave her a $5 tip. I didn't give a fuck. I was like, bro, here you go. She was new at the job. I could tell because her boss was giving her that stank eye, bro. I was like, Man. Shout out her, though.
Nah, hey, man, sometimes that might have helped her out right there.
Hopefully,
that might have gave her the motivation to keep it going.
Yeah, man. Hopefully it gave her motivation to realize she deserves more. She deserves better. I think we all deserve better in general.
Yeah. For the most part, we do. You just gotta strive every day to get it, though.
Yeah. You can't be complacent. I think it's very easy to let other people kind of create your dreams for you.
Yeah.
But it's you have to ask and question: are those really your dreams? You know what I mean? Or if it's someone else's idea. I had to separate myself from a lot of people because I started realizing that the reason I make music was not the same reason that they make music. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I don't want to be famous. Yeah. I have no desire to be famous. I just want to have a healthy living and a normal career and doing whatever. It doesn't have to be music. I kind of don't look at that as a healthy thing. I just like making music because I have to. I have to make music because it makes me happy. Not even just music. I like to create. It could be film. It could be illustration. It could be music. It could be me skateboarding. You know what I mean? But I have to do something to feel happy. My passions don't have to be commodified. And if they do get commodified, if I get a fan base that's willing to pay for an album, that's great. I'm happy about that. I'm not going to complain about it. But I know that's not the goal. Mm-hmm. The goal is to just make music and get better at music. And when people make those decisions, they end up becoming...
The money's going to come.
The money's going to come. And not even just the money, just just the happiness is gonna come and the fulfillment. Because my biggest thing is fulfillment in this life rather than making a lot of money.
Yeah. To me, like, that's already got to come before you even think about the money. Like, you got to be happy just within it, because the things that it's going to take, the sacrifice and the hard decisions that you have to make, it has to come out of love.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I think it's so easy to be famous and unfulfilled, or rich and unfulfilled. There are billionaires and millionaires killing themselves. You know what I mean? So it makes you wonder how much value is in money. And if money's destroying our world like this, then maybe that's not the important thing. And people say money ain't shit, and it really isn't. It's just, my question is, would fame be a thing if everybody was living healthy and happy lives? If we were getting our needs met?
Yeah.
Would fame really matter?
I think, yeah, because there's still people who, that's what they're literally, that's their existence.
Yeah, and the only reason why people want fame or look at value fame is just because the idea of opulence. Like, it's not.
Sometimes it's power.
Yeah, and power is just like, but that's the thing. People want power, but really, I feel people who desire power have never gotten the thing that actually fills them. Like, they've never been fulfilled. Power is like a placeholder for happiness. And this is just my opinion. I think power is a placeholder for happiness, and I feel like if people were actually fulfilled, they wouldn't crave it. You know what I mean? Power comes from comes from trauma. Like, lust for power comes from trauma and a need to control what you were not able to control before. Like some kind of thing. And I don't know what these motherfucking powerful ass people are been through. I don't care really personally, but I just know that if people were fulfilled, would they desire fame, or would they desire to follow famous people? They are like, they're really just looking at what they got.
That's a great question.
That's just my view on fame. It's not like, it doesn't have to be true for everyone. That's how I view it.
I fuck with that. For me personally, I'm just a natural cool person, so I don't even try to do that stuff. For the most part, I try to be like kind of in the background of a lot of stuff. That's why I do this at my crib.
Yeah, that's
you know
real.
what I'm saying? Like,
same.
I like kind of just having my own environments, more so just because, like, I don't really like being around a whole lot of people like that.
That is true.
I had to keep my circle small, and then really the people, like, so for me, I like to have control of things because it's more so like, I don't like to extend myself to everybody. I'm more so the type that's kind of like, I got my crew of people that I want to deal with and that I want to talk to, like, as far as all this stuff goes. Like, I'm very stubborn in how I try to move and do certain things. And so I try to encourage everybody to, like, not necessarily go for, like, go for the bigger thing, build your own brand, because you got to do things that more so make you comfortable. I feel like what you're saying, like, is very factual. Like, you got to do what makes you happy, and you got to do what fucks with you, because a lot of people will try to chase what does make them famous or what's going to make me popping. And it's like, you're not chasing what's you, though.
And if you do get popping, that means you're stuck. Like, if you're not happy doing what made you popping, you're stuck in that. You're stuck in that. You have to, like, that's, if you change it, you're fucking up your bread and your livelihood. So it's like, you might as well find what you like and stick with it, and hopefully that will get you there. But really, if you like it and you stick with it, man, you'll be happy. You'll be fulfilled. That's like my thing. I just want fulfillment. I want happiness. I want family. I want close friendships. But the thing wasn't always like that for me, man. When I first started making music, I really did want to be famous. And I started wondering why I wasn't happy and shit, and then wondering why I was feeling so unfulfilled with my music. And then I realized, like, the reasoning that I went into it was dumb. And eventually I started realizing, like, why did I actually do, like, what's the real reason why I keep doing it after the idea that I gave up on the idea of me being famous, and I kept doing music, and I was like, okay, why am I still doing it now then? It's just because I love it. And I didn't do illustration because I want to be famous. I did illustration because I was obsessed, and the kind of music ended up becoming a passion at first, but then I started wanting to be more than just making music. And that's great. It's all right to have that goal. It's fine to want to be big and want to get a Grammy and get awards. But really, if it doesn't start from you enjoying it, then you're not going to be that happy. And truthfully, if you're in it for money, there's a lot of other ways to make money. There's a lot of better ways to make money than music. If you're trying to make money through music, you're going to be a very unhappy person.
That's a fact. I feel like that's what the entertainment industry as a whole. I feel like there's a lot of people that come into this making content. I'm making content to go viral or to do this and to do that, and it's like, man, fuck that shit.
Yeah,
I throw out 192 of these things, man, and still trying to catch that lightning because it's like it's not about that. It's got to be about, yo, I'm interviewing bomb ass people, and one day it is gonna hit, and then people are gonna be able to go back and see like, oh wait.
Yeah,
really, he been on this
discography.
Shit.
actually having like a list of work that you've done. Like, I like to have the idea that when I get old, I'll have a body of work that people look back at and be like, wow, you know? That's why right now my main goal in the next 5 years is to have all my records pressed and turn into like vinyl and turn into CDs.
Hell yeah.
Something physical. That means like if the internet fucking went down, I could still listen to my records. The scary part about everything is if all my music is on these websites and nowhere else, then it could be gone in like that.
That's right.
And that's horrifying. That's years and years of work gone. And there's a lot of people who are living like that, who just put their records out on social media and put it on YouTube and put it on all these things, but they don't think about the longevity of it. Mm-hmm. I want my kids to hear it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I don't know if the internet's going to be here in 5 years or 10 years. We don't know anything about the future. So I think it's nice to just prepare for something physical, prepare to have your music almost like an art piece that you can be passed down to family members. Because I don't know if I want to be famous, but I know for a fact I want my art to still be here when I'm gone. Yeah. You know what I mean? So that's my goal.
Yeah. I fuck with all of that. Like, I just feel as though it's mad important to, like, build legacy. I feel like chase whatever you want to chase, but make sure that whatever you're chasing is bigger than what's on this world and material shit. That's honestly, like, if you can't have essentially what was found within the story of the album. Like, at the beginning, you were kind of just trying to figure out your world and figure out you, but you realized the only way to get that is through the people and the environment that you put yourself in. Yeah,
that's the whole theme of the record is like it's separating myself from fake romance to finding romance in life and finding romance in the love that I already have in the relationships I have. Like, I could hold on to an old relationship that's dying, or I could keep the relationship strong that I already have and build up upon those, because there's no perfect relationship and there's no relationship that doesn't need work. I don't think it makes sense to have friends that you don't call. Like, I have a lot of people that are in my life that will send me memes rather than call me, and that bothers me because it's like, bro, you have my number. It's not hard. If you're scrolling through Instagram this month, bro, you could call a nigga, and it's a weird ask, and it shouldn't be. Mm-hmm. Because that's how you show real friendship. If you're thinking about, when I think about people, like when I think about my friends, I call them. I really do call them. You know what I mean? And I only call those who pick up.
Hell yeah.
You know?
That's real. I like that. See, a lot of people, especially like a lot of people your age, they don't believe in the phone. Like picking up a phone and calling.
I hate
it's
text
all about
messages.
texting.
I hate text messages because they can get lost in translation so easily.
I agree.
You know what I mean? And also, like, bro, you can't shoot the shit like on a text message like that. Like, people think about what you're reading, and then they kind of think conversations aren't like that. Normal conversations, and you can't really recreate a normal conversation through text messages.
Because you're trying to read too much into it. Like, you got to figure out, okay, well, what's the emotion behind this? What's this? What's that? When you just on the phone, hey, man, you finding it out in real time. Like my homie so-and-so, me and him, we'll sit up there and talk for hours. That's
how it's supposed to be, bro. I feel like we lost that a lot. And I'm trying to regain that and tell people, like, look, bro, like, social media and everything.
Nah, fuck no.
It's really not. And I think there's moments when social media is hilarious and fun, and there's moments where it's like, it's actually detrimental to your relationships, because it's like, dude, if you think that a meme is what's keeping your friendship strong, you are sorely mistaken. Mm-hmm. You're sorely mistaken. I have a lot of buddies who be sending me memes and don't even want to talk to a nigga. And they wonder why I'm not in their life like that. Because it's like, bro, like truthfully, like I left a band because of that. I left a band because there was like no real friendship behind it. There was just one friendship I had in the band, and everybody else was just there to record. That's not how I move.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I don't think that's cool. I don't think that you shouldn't be hitting up if you're friends with somebody, hit them up. Reach out. Don't just reach out when you want something done.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of people be on corny shit, bro.
It's really corny, bro. It's really corny out here, man. And they think it's I feel like it's just a reflection of capitalism again. I hate always going back to that, but it's like, bro, like if we were living lives that we wanted to be living, would we be on our phone all the time? Would we be like not communicating to each other like this? I think we wouldn't. I think we would just be calling people and or just seeing people in public. I love pulling up on a nigga randomly.
Yeah. Yep.
I'd be like, yo, I'm outside. Like my friend Noah used to be like, we don't talk that much now, but he used to just pull up to my house and be like, you home? Bet I'm kidnapping you. And it sounds crazy, but I used to love that shit. I don't know where we're going. I don't know what we're doing, but like, shit, let's do it. I love that shit. I like being outside.
Yeah, but I feel like a lot of stuff changes the older you get, because motherfuckers start getting married, they really start getting settled down in their lives, they start building families and stuff like that. So a lot of that stuff starts to factor into it too.
I agree. I definitely agree. But I think there are people who've been friends since like there are old people who have been friends, have their friends since they were since kindergarten.
Ooh, I feel that, bro.
And I don't think there's a certain age where you have to stop caring about your friends.
It's not that you stop caring. It's just the ways that you all are able to communicate starts to get different. Because especially around 30, you start to really go through a lot of changes with your friends and shit like that. Because y'all all start going through these different phases of marriage, just even getting in a real serious relationship where you even consider marrying somebody. Your whole mindset and a lot of things change. So what you once did with the homies, all of that shit changes. And
true,
for a minute for me, I was really mad about it, and then I kind of started. I haven't had kids myself yet, but just being around the homies when I actually see them with their kids and how much they've changed. Okay, yeah, we was doing this and that not too long ago, but now seeing you in this light is like, oh shit.
Yeah, both of my best friends have kids.
Yeah,
both of my best friends have kids, and it's but it doesn't create a drift from us. It really just gets us closer, because now we have to think about when we meet up. We have to make plans like adults now. We can't just do it randomly, impromptu like we were in kids, and we're not meant to. Dude, people are supposed to be making plans. We've grown now, so that's cool. But just make plans. Be willing to make plans. Be willing to make a plan.
Oh man, a lot. Man, I feel you, because I'm on that side of it, but I also, because I have started to I started to see the homies, I'm like, all right, I kind of see where y'all coming from now too.
Oh yeah, I see where they're coming from.
It starts to be like,
they don't need to be in your life all the time.
It ain't even that. It's just more so how they would like to, but you start to realize all right, man. So my homie, he kind of described it to me not too long ago. Shout out to the homie Logan. He was saying, hey, I love coming out and doing the comedy thing with y'all. But then on the other end of that, I got this finite time with my kids at this age where they actually value me being around, where they actually value me tucking them into bed and things like that. And, that's around about 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. That's when the homies really ready to get together. But it's I'm not going to be able to get this time back with my kid where they're they literally breathe off of me putting them to bed. You know what I'm saying?
That's facts. I also am an advocate of going to your homie's house if they have kids and bringing a bottle of wine or some food. It doesn't need to be us going out all the time. I could be going. Well, you could have the kid, my buddy Nico, bro. I go to his house when his kid after he puts his kid to sleep. We play video games after he puts his kid to sleep, and that's how a lot of my parents and their friends they all had kids growing up. My mom had a kids when she was 20, so she missed all the fun shit in their early 20s. But her friends would still come over once in a while and kick it with us, and that we got to know they're her friends, and now they aunties and uncles to us. So it's that's how, if you really care about your friend, you'll be a part of their family. I consider Lily and Sage my nieces.
Yeah.
Because, Wes is what I don't like calling Wes my brother because it's like I don't like calling my friends my brothers. That's kind of like I try to not create family. Like I don't know, like I believe in found family, but I don't like the family title because it creates like almost like you need to do this because you're my brother. It creates like a weird thing a lot of times of like I don't know how to like expectations.
Yeah, you're right.
But I think I consider them. I'm considered a part of their family because their damn kids know me.
Yeah,
they call me Uncle Che, so it's like my job to uphold that and be around at least once in a while and see what's up. They like Pokemon. My niece Sage sent me a Pokemon card through the mail, nigga. A Rayquaza Pokemon card, and they both love Pokemon. So I was like, oh, dude, this is cool. Like being a part of your friend's family is like, and I'm a bachelor. I'm single. I don't have no kids, and that makes me feel good because it makes me feel like I'm a part of something.
Yeah,
everybody wants to be a part of something. There's always that uncle always that bachelor uncle, and that's cool. I still desire to want to have children one day and have a wife one day, but like it's not there for me, and that's cool. That means I could be there for people who do. Sometimes you need to be there for the nieces and nephews that need the babysitter.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, and that's kind of a cool thing where I can feel that space. I can feel that space sometimes, and that's kind of sick.
Hell yeah, I fuck with that. Yeah, I didn't definitely. I ain't gonna lie, I be pretty busy with my work now, so I don't get to see the homies and the kids and all that as much as I used to.
And different lifestyles, different shit.
For sure. Yeah, but like I try to. Every now and then, I try to pull up on the homies and all that. But for the most part, like, I'm starting to realize now, like, the bigger things that I can do is kind of like really just like focusing on my shit. Because for a minute, I was really involved with a lot of other people, and that stunted me really being able to do the bigger things that I wanted to do for people.
Same.
So, like, with some of my homies and their kids, it'll get to the point where, I'm around, but I can't afford shit. So what, what example am I putting for these kids? Like,
that's so real.
You know what I'm saying? I kind of got to get back and really do something where it's like, okay, yeah, you see Donovan around, you see certain things, but what is this adding up to? Yeah. So I started to take a step back to really start honing in on my craft, really start honing in on being a creative person. Because it's like, I say that I do this, but how can I show this kid, like, all right, you see this on YouTube, you see this, you see that. Hey man, this is what I be doing. This is how you get it done. Because you be seeing how other people do that. Well, you got somebody right next to you who does this, and I can show you how to do this, that, and the third. You think that person is cool that does that. Well, this right here, this is what I be doing. Yeah. So a lot of the times I would be dipping off and doing my thing, and then I come back and then I show them, all right, well, this is what I got going on. This is how you do this, how you do that. Yeah.
I agree with that. And I think it's also like one of those things where you can only help others if you help yourself. Mm-hmm. I've been leaning a lot in that. That's why I've been like becoming solo, like going to the gym, like doing my own thing, just focusing on hustling. But when I'm off, man, when I'm off and I have free time, I like to see my people. Yeah, like you got to. I could sit and watch TV. And I do go to the gym, and I still do a lot of other stuff that I enjoy. Mm-hmm. But I will always try to make time for my people because, like, really, life is finite. Yeah, life is short, so we don't know how long we're gonna have each other, and really. And I'm trying to get better at it. It's not like a thing I'm great at, to be honest. I'm really terrible at it. But it's something that I'm aware of. It's something I'm trying to improve on. And Uncle Che is about that. Mari's about that. Yeah. Because it's like me trying to become this person that could be dependable in my family. Mm-hmm. And not even just my family, but other interpersonal relationships as well. I just want to be dependable. Hell yeah. You know what I mean? And not from a music perspective, not from a business perspective, from a real friend perspective. Yep. You know what I mean? Yep.
I feel like that's the biggest currency that you have, and that's what most people neglect is your time.
Yeah. The time is easily neglected, and it's easy for you to think that people have time when they really don't.
Or not even that. It's just the personal time that you give when you give it.
And the value of that time. Like, is it a valuable time? Because a lot of times you can give your time to people, and y'all ain't doing shit. I like to like, if I'm gonna create a time and a space for people, I like it to be an experience. I like going kayaking with my buddies. I like going to the movies. I like to create moments rather than just sit around and shoot. Because shooting the shit and sitting around is great, but like we could do something, man. Like if you want to sit down and just chill and talk, like that's cool, but we could do that by ourselves or like on a phone?
I ain't gonna lie, I'm into both because sometimes you need that time where you just need to sit with somebody in a good environment and y'all do just need to talk it out.
That's real.
I done had so many conversations as of recent, like I ain't gonna lie. Shout out to the homie Jess. We was just kicking it on the homie's porch the other night, and I was just trying to find inspiration with everything I've been doing. Trying to find a clear head space just to kind of get away, just really be able to just shoot the shit and not think about nothing. Sometimes that's what I value is just being able to not do nothing. Literally just your presence is enough for me. Like you just having a conversation.
I agree, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, man, sometimes that's more valuable than anything because it's like sometimes that's all that it takes.
Yeah, man. That's why I really love that dude Wes and Nico. Like those dudes, like those two are my guys because I can be around them. We not do shit and it makes sense. But also a nice walk is a great time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We can go on a walk and talk. Like you're not really just always sitting down though.
That's true.
Like
that's
it's kind of cool to see something and talk or like walk and just I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I like going out. I like doing stuff. I like being active. I like being out and skateboarding and riding my bike and I just really be outside, bro. So I feel like I'm a Tyler Creator right now. But I guess that's something that I respect about him as an artist. He really be outside. I saw him like when he was in St. Louis. I saw him just in the mall. I'm like me and my buddy Wazley were like walking through. I bought my computer and we passed him in the gallery of all places.
That's where everybody go.
Yeah, true. But it's kind of crazy to me because I was thinking in my head like I was going to that and I didn't. You don't expect to go see a celebrity when you go out and see them. You're just kind of like we were like, yo, we're gonna get this computer and we're gonna up the music game. And it was because I was like working off of Owen's laptop for a while and that laptop was just really crashing out on me. So thank God I got that new computer. I would have never made this record. But dude, yeah, I just really wanted to do that. We went on a really snowy day. It was like the day before his concert. I was gonna go to the concert. Wes wasn't gonna go to his concert the day before, but he ended up going because we met him and we dapped him up. He was, I wouldn't say he was nice. He was Tyler the Creator, you know what I mean? But he was cool and his fitted up and being around him was like very inspiring. It made us go back home. We had a whole session and I was just mixing a track that Wes did. Wes and the KP had a song called Jet Set and I was mixing that. And it was just like, I don't know, it just seeing celebrities doing fun shit with their homies and not like, I don't know, not any other cheesy shit, cheesy shit. Like it was like they're just leaving the Apple store kicking it. That's what I want to be like. If I do end up like in that position, you might want to tighten that side. Yeah.
Well, I know what's wrong. Hold on. Got it sticking out a little bit too far. Pause.
Where do but I just think I like people who are acting like people. Like if it's a celebrity, just be a person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just do normal shit. That nigga would go out to a bakery and then meet random people, but he just be on normal people shit. And I think that's cool. I think that's why I'm we said hi and we kept it pushing because this is his time. He's on his own shit. And I think the problem with celebrity is you dehumanize these people to the point where they can't even be humans anymore. So if they do some crazy shit, it's not just them to blame. It's also the world dehumanizing them.
I think it's
both.
It goes both ways. Yeah.
Yes, I said it's not just them.
Yeah, it's how you portray yourself.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of these people portray themselves like they're bigger than the person, as opposed to like how you just said with Tyler, like, hey man, he was just walking around the mall, like he bigger than most of these motherfuckers. Yeah. So that's where I kind of be like, certain people be setting shit up to, set themselves up to be like that, and then when you really meet them, you ain't that at all. But then you got somebody like Tyler, where it's like, yo, he one of the realest, biggest people out here, and like you just said,
he just pulls up, fitted up to a spot that he wants to go to. Yeah, that's how I want to be.
Yep.
I just want to be, when I'm older, I just want to be fitted up, going to spots that I like to go to, and then go to the crib.
Yep.
Nothing crazy, but I like to be outside.
Yeah.
Yep.
I used to be outside all the time, and now it's just like I want to get paid to be outside. That's what changed my mindset. Was I got tired of spending all this money being outside to now it's like, all right, that's what made me come up with Too T3rpd and everything. How do I get paid to live my lifestyle? So that's when that all changed. That's when I started, all right, I don't need to go out as much. And then it'll probably change once I do figure out the way to get it all paid. Hey, I'm back out again. But right now, I had to sacrifice to go ahead and sit down for a minute, really get my own branding together. Because what I realized with going out so much, I'm putting all this money and investing into all these other people.
Yeah.
We don't look at it like that though.
Yeah, true. And also by outside, I don't always mean like going to go shop. I sometimes mean
not
just
even shop. Like just even being out in an environment because you got to spend money.
Yeah. Yo, to a park? Shit, you
Gotta
right.
Spend gas.
Spend gas. You right.
You spend money doing. We don't even account for it.
That is true.
All the stuff that we really do.
But that's the issue, though. That's the issue. We live in a society because, like, why can't I just go to a park and it be free? Why can't I just like literally? Like, and it's possible. Like, I ride my bike to a lot of places. I ride my skateboard to a lot of places. But it's also like, man, really? We have to, like, spend money on everything. Shout out to Jody at the freaking canoe spot. Because when I go there, she never makes me pay for shit. I be going there. I be canoeing all the time because I can. And you know what I mean? It's the big, dude, last week I took a nap on the lake.
That's fire.
Bro, I woke up. I was like, oh, my God. Yes. Like, Imagine you on a lake and you just cover your eyes with a hat and you got motherfuckers paddling behind you like, is this guy asleep? And you wake up like, oh shit, I did fall asleep on this damn lake. But it's nice. It's a nice feeling to be like that at peace.
Yep, that's what this summer really taught me because I didn't have a job for the majority of this summer because I was sitting up here trying to figure out how to do this sketch show, really write all these things.
Shoot.
And so
figuring stuff out.
Yep. And so in the meantime, all of that, I was sitting around just trying to like, all right, how do I make the most out of the few dollars that I got? Because I was still serving at the shop. So I'm making I might make less than $100 a week. How do I extend this for the whole fucking week? And you start realizing, you started breaking it down like, okay, I got business meetings. All right, well, now let me try to get coffee. Well, coffee's still now about $6, $7, $8.
Budgeting is important, man.
So you start busting it down. It's like, God damn. Even trying to invest in yourself, you still got to spend all this money on simple shit that you don't even think about that really, when you got it, it's nothing. But when you don't, dog, it's everything.
Oh, no. Trust me.
It made me reevaluate how I look at everything. So that's when it started being like, oh, man, all right, so now I got to get comfortable with having the humility of, all right, niggas going to have to come over here if I have a business meeting. That looks crazy as hell, but if that's where I'm at in life right now, and this is where I'm really trying to be, hey, it starts here. But if I plan on having my own fucking office and all this other shit, you got to humble yourself. You got to fall back when you don't have certain resources or you don't come from certain things. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
that's why I don't be shopping big and trying to do all this big shit, like going and buying. I was about to buy Camp Vlog and tickets, and I was like, nah, I need to go see my mom. And then, like, I don't really go shop at a lot of places. The only place I go and shop is Avalon because it's cheap. You know, all my fits are from Avalon. All my fits are thrifted because it's like there's a big difference between hype and fashion. And I like being able to do fashion, but fashion can be cheap and it can be get like thrown like hand-me-downs. I like trading shit with my homies. I like getting cool pieces and trading it for something that they have. So it creates this like clothing economy.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's kind of, I like that. That's kind of a sick way to do it.
Yeah, like I had started wearing the homies like all the local growers. They all started branding themselves a lot. So everybody would come up with a t-shirt and all that. So it got to the point where I just started wearing all local brands t-shirts and shit.
It's sick.
And motherfuckers like, oh, where you get that from? I just got this from my homie.
It's the rep. It's like you're repping some shit.
Yeah. I just started realizing like, damn, all right, man. I started looking at everything so much differently these last couple of years, whereas now it's just like, I'm just trying to invest in my own brands, my homies' brands. You know, I'll get some shit every now and then, but for the most part, like, I'm focused in on now on building everybody around me shit. And then once I get the money, then I can go ahead and start going into all that fun shit again. But right now, I really only want to invest into my shit or my homies' brands. That's why I be having all y'all on, come on, and all of that stuff. Like, I'm not really interested in trying to jump and talk to the hottest people. That's just not.
You just want to rock with people that you rock with, like the art that you like.
Exactly. I don't want to get picture held to like, oh, you gotta talk to, you know, this motherfucker, that motherfucker. Like, okay, what if I don't have nothing in common with this person? I don't like nothing that they do, but because y'all didn't ran me a check, now I gotta talk to this motherfucker.
Yeah, that's rough. That's
cool.
I used to work in broadcasting. I used to be in work at a radio, and that shit was rough because it was like a Christian radio, and I was like just left high school, and it just didn't nothing. All these conversations I was having were like very weird, and these like weird ass motherfucking guests like Wesley Bell was on there. Like it was
Really?
yeah, bro, it was a wild time,
Really?
wild time.
Damn.
But
That would have been a wild one right there.
it was a wild one, and it was at the time I was very hopeful because I didn't. This is before I knew about APAC and all that other shit. Because I was just like looking at it like a black man coming into power and like coming and like, you know, helping decriminalize a lot of shit, which, you know, I was really pro that. But with the money, man, what I'm looking at with him now, he really disappointed me with all that shit that he's pulling right now. So you know, it's, you know, one of those things you learn a lot of lessons growing up, man. And also, it's important to value conversations that you actually want.
Yeah.
Like, what are you going to talk to with a nigga that you don't like it or know anything about, but you just know or talking to him because you're getting paid? Like, nah, I feel bad for those Breakfast Club motherfuckers.
I don't. Shit. They chose that life.
They did choose that life. That's on them.
They chose that. Nah, I don't feel bad at all for that.
Yeah, it's wild.
They chose that.
It's wild on me, like, to me, that they even, like, a lot of this.
Some people are satisfied with that, though.
I don't like it because it's like, bro, like, a lot of this mainstream shit is, like, so anti-black. It's so anti-black, bro. And a lot of these black artists are, like, becoming, like, getting part of the conservative media, and they're all, like, in that weird space where it's, like, they're just in this racist and fucking capitalist ass space where it's just harmful to hip hop. I want hip hop to be picky again.
It'll never be that way.
I disagree.
You want to know why I don't?
Why?
Drake. He broke basically most of the ethics and morals of hip hop, and there's too many people that
I feel like it came before
regard.
Drake.
I'm listening.
I feel like it came around like when Biggie and Diddy were doing their thing. When hip hop became materialized. Like when hip hop became like more of an image than a really, because hip hop was a movement. Hip hop was like a way to rebel against the government. Then it became a way to create status. Drake was in there already. Like by the time Drake got into the game, that shit was established in hip hop. Like Cash Money.
Yeah, but you also still had the balance. You got you guys, you got
True.
all these other guys. So I get what you're saying.
But even the old heads, the old guard, they're joining. They were like you got motherfucking Nelly performing at the Trump inauguration. You got Snoop DJing at this fucking AI, like this AI bullshit and this cryptocurrency shit. Like it's really money. It's really, I can't just blame one person because Drake is a huge problem in it. But right now his social currency is so low and it's still going. I think it's like it goes down to the owners of BET. Like the owners of BET are white. Like a lot of these labor owners are white. The greatest way to destroy a culture is destroy a people is rebrand their culture and destroy their culture from inside out. So this is not like something that was new because Drake is. If you think of the history of hip hop, Drake is relatively young in this history, but the bullshit goes a long way back.
It does
when companies got involved.
I'm more so talking about like how. All right, so because I fell for it for a long time.
Yeah,
and the reason why I'm saying this is because Kendrick really unveiled what was always there.
Yeah,
but we ignored it.
Definitely, but. Here's where I'm at.
I'm listening.
The revolution will not be televised. Doesn't mean the revolution won't happen. It's just not in front of our faces. What we see right now is the worst. You know what I mean?
We're not there yet.
No, hear me out. What we see right now is the worst. What's being televised is the worst. But like I said, like people like Cammy, like Big Cheese, like a lot of people that are creating these small underground movements. Hip hop will never die. Hip hop, there's people there's like Indie Tribe. There's these artists that are doing like shit on their porches. There are like people like La Russell. Like movements, like real hip hop movements are still happening. Hip hop is not dead. Corporate hip hop is dying.
So that's more so what I'm getting at.
Okay,
and that's what kind of you need corporate hip hop to be able to. You still had people at the top that held certain standards, and the biggest person right now has no morals or standards, and so the average listener, they lost all that as well. So like the fact that you can sit up here and do all the stuff that he's done, like as far as all the things that he's gone against hip hop with this whole thing that's happened, he's setting the tone that it's okay to do certain things. So you can get your hands dirty, but now it's not okay because the other person's doing the same tactics that you're doing, and now you want to call it out. Well, where were your morals and ethics when you were doing this same grimy, dirty stuff this whole time?
Yeah.
So you get, that's where I'm saying, like, all right, there used to be a thing of where we would call out the bullshit. Now, the main person who's doing the bullshit, y'all holding that up and y'all saying that it's not what it is.
But like hip hop isn't the main people, and like hip hop aren't the celebrities. Hip hop is like the people, like
in what community?
In general, I think that's not hip hop. That's pop culture. That's pop. Like that's pop. Like there's a big difference between hip hop and pop.
There is, but I feel as though the mainstream doesn't see that, and because he runs the mainstream, that's where the lines get.
But
blurred.
fuck the mainstream. Like you know what I mean? Like that's kind of where I'm at. That's not mainstream. Isn't hip hop.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's the opposite.
Mm-hmm.
If we're looking at what hip hop is, then hip hop hasn't died. If you look, like the hip hop has always been a grassroots movement.
Right.
It's always been. The problem is like the consumers don't only look at hip hop as that, but it's not. That's not it. And but also that doesn't mean that hip hop's dead. That just means the people who are appreciating it are actually there. The real people that are in the game and it's not like we don't need corporate hip hop. We really don't.
No.
As long as people are able to pay their bills, St. Louis is a great view of that.
I feel you, but I do want to lose the mindset. We got to stop saying that we don't need things, because that's not true. Like, we definitely need it. We just need to be elevated up there. But we can't keep saying, fuck it, fuck it, fuck it, because then, all right, well then, fuck y'all. Y'all don't need it then y'all will never be there.
Well, where, like, what's where? You know what I mean? Like, if you're talking about being able to, like, support and so, like, provide, people are like in hip hop are there. La Russell is doing that.
La Russell is like in the top 1%. What I'm saying is somebody like La Russell, there should be like y'all. That should be like the regular tier, and that's not. You get what I'm saying?
I get what you mean, but that's not like that. But that's okay. These are two different cultures we're talking about now.
Where did it all stem from? You get what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, there's a lot of things that branch from things. Blues branch from like every lot.
What I'm saying is, what everybody's profiting off of is the things that the people like La Russell, the real artists, do, but because they're not willing to.
I don't know, because I'm paying attention. I'm paying a lot of attention to what the game's happening right now and seeing what's happening around us. Mm-hmm. And
so think about somebody like Russ.
Yeah, Russ.
So even though he has his own independent thing, how is he not like Taylor Swift?
Because he's not taking, like, he's going straight to consumer. He's not taking money from corporations. He's doing his own thing. He's funding his own shit. Same like John Bellion. There's a lot of artists who are doing it because they're funding it themselves through their fan bases. And that's hip hop.
But what I'm saying is that that's all hip hop.
Mm-hmm.
But when is hip hop going to actually be able to profit off of what it is that they do?
They are profiting. Not everybody that does hip hop is profiting, but that's like not everybody who plays in the NBA is Jordan level.
Right, but they still get recognized, and they still get to, I guess for me, like I look at how St. Louis is looked at, and so what we're represented by, they always put a highlight on Sexy Red, and that's don't get it twisted. I fucking love Sexy Red, but we act like Smino ain't been around and really elevating what actually looks like St. Louis, like music. They don't really put him on like that because he's not selling. He's not trying to. For one, he stays true to himself. He doesn't try to go with what'll get you viral or what on the mainstream, like what they're trying to push and what actually works. So, like, as far as I'm concerned, they tried to push Drake for so long, and it worked. But then Kendrick came around and stayed true to self, and always spoke that real shit. And eventually, man, that's cool what Drake do, but he put a hole. Kendrick put a hole in him because you need. What I'm saying is like you need that real shit because what was taking over was Drake, and people started thinking that's what the antithesis of hip hop is. He's not talking about anything when he raps.
Well,
all his stuff is basic.
But you proved my point though. Hip hop's winning
now, but overall, is it still winning because he's still at the top? Like
Drake is not at the top. If you've seen those streams, bro, he is not at the top.
He still has more influence than what he should. For all the things that he's done, you still got too big of a hold, and the younger generation still. Who would they want to be? Do they want to be Kendrick or do they want to be Drake?
Most of them want to be Tyler.
Fair enough.
You know what I mean? Like that's what I'm saying.
Fair
it's
enough.
like we have this really negative and very that's the problem though. In my opinion, that's the issue. It's like we're looking at all this other shit that's happening around us without what we're having issues praising the shit that's actually happening. Like, bro, like hip hop is winning. The problem is like if and here's my issue. We can't want not every artist wants to be mainstream like that. Like if you go to a Smino concert, that dude's eating. He's feeding his family with it, dude. He's doing tours across Europe and he's winning. Like what else does he need? You know what I mean? Like, do you want the whole world to know Smino?
Yeah,
but that's great that you want that. But does he want that? That sounds like terrible. And personally, if I was in his shoes, I'd be happy where he's at. A lot of people are happy at the Mick Jenkins level.
I feel as though I could see that with Smino possibly, but I've seen, because I followed him at the beginning, and the moves that he was making, he's trying to make the big move. You getting with SZA, you doing all these different things, you trying to go for it. And I don't think that he should. I just think that because of what he does push in the music that he does, they not trying to fuck with that. And that's my issue is that.
But do you want the corporations to touch it though? Like that's the issue though. That's why we're having an issue because hip hop is getting touched by these corporations. Do you want something pure to be touched by a lot of money? Because a lot of money fucks up everything. Here's my thing. You win as long as you have a fan base that love you. You're supporting your family and you're eating off of it. That's the three. You don't need to be known like Kendrick. That's not. If we're looking at that as the gauge of success, that's an unrealistic gauge.
Then how did Kendrick get there?
Dude, he got there because of like the underground, and he got there naturally. He got there because of Dr. Dre. That's not a normal thing. He got cosigns by people who have been in the game since the beginning.
I feel you, but at the same time, Che, I feel as though there's one thing that I feel like a lot of people deny, and you just can't do that.
What?
Niggas had a vision of where they wanted to be and where they're at.
Well, yeah, but also like not everyone has the same vision, but doesn't mean they're losing. Like, you know what I mean?
I'm not saying that, but I'm not really. I guess for me, I'm not gonna sit up here and say that I can be cool with where I'm at, but don't get it twisted. I still want to strive to be more. And now, if I don't reach it, that's cool. But I'm always gonna strive to do more.
I think there's a difference between striving to be better and striving for more capital. There's a big difference.
Okay, fair enough.
There's a big difference.
Now I see what you're saying with that.
Because fulfillment, like I said, fulfillment doesn't mean money.
Right.
Fulfillment doesn't mean popularity.
Right.
Fulfillment means you're getting better at your craft. The reason why Kendrick's that popular is because, one, Compton is huge. Compton has a huge background in music. He got, and all the biggest names a lot of the biggest names in American hip hop is from Compton. So if he's going to be the best in Compton, of course he's going to be raised to that level. Of course he's going to be raised to Pac level. That's just natural. St. Louis, the closest we have to that is Nelly, and he was never big hip hop. He was a capitalist from the beginning.
Whoa.
No, that's being real.
Nah, bro, he was big in hip hop.
Well, he was big in hip hop, but listen to what he was rapping about.
Yeah, hood shit,
and that's cool. But at the same time, Kendrick's rapping about hood shit, but he's talking about his life.
That's what Nelly was talking about. Sometimes our lives are just like Nelly really was about that shit.
Yeah, he was about that shit. He didn't stay about that shit. That's the problem.
I ain't trying to put everybody's business out there, but
I know that, but like that's what I'm saying. Like if we're talking like what hip hop is from the ground up. Nelly, and if you're looking at like Nelly's discography, he's more pop music than hip hop.
If you listen to him on the radio, but if you
his albums.
You got lit.
I be listening.
That's all street shit.
Yeah, street shit. But like, this is the thing we're talking about. Street shit sells.
Right. But if that's
Capital
who you
doesn't-
are,
But really, was that him though?
yeah.
Like, do we know Nelly? Like, cause a lot of people I know that, like, a lot older people I knew that knew Nelly, he wasn't on that shit.
That's not what I heard.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's like, but it's easy to sell that to the consumer. Like, just selling street shit is so easy.
Not even that. Just being around. He's not one of them people that was faking the life.
I guess. I can't. I wasn't there, so I can't.
But not even just that. I'm just like, for me personally, again, I just feel as though, like, yeah, you can reach a certain level, but you're always, that's what hip hop is trying to be the best. So you're always going to strive to be the best. That's literally what it's built off of, is competition and being the best.
Be the most. So is it the being the best as in like being the most rich or being the most talented? Because if the gauge is, because I remember when there was a time where the most skilled was the part of hip hop. It wasn't about being the person who had the most money and had the most cars. Now it's that, and that's not hip hop. That's rap.
No, that I agree with, and that's why I'm saying. So that's my point. That's what I'm saying. People want to be Drake as opposed to being Kendrick.
Some do, but some people want to be Trump. And does their opinion really matter?
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Well, that's how we got into the world that we got in today, because people disregard other people's motives or perspectives. And because if we ignore it, doesn't mean it's going to change anything.
I think what I don't think ignoring is what changes it. I think what the problem is, if you invest in things that are, because the thing about it is, if you invest in shit that's shitty, then the world becomes shitty. If you invest in things that are good, the world becomes good. And I think it's very simple when it comes to that, because it's like, the reason why the world became like this is because we invested in people like that are trying to be Trump. Now we're trying to invest in people who aren't. That's why I disagree with that take that it's not going to ever come back, because nothing will ever stays the same, and nothing and the idea that capitalism will always reign is kind of like not the. I don't believe that. And for me, as a person who fights against it, I have to not believe it, because it's like, if you think that it's going to stay the same, they're going to be more willing to bend. You're going to be more willing to let things stay the same, or less willing to fight and change.
I don't agree with that.
All right.
I think you can want it, but you can also understand that with the current world that we're in, and so for me personally, I understand what you're saying, but I also see like, we're in a bad place, and it's not going to get any better. As a matter of fact, we're about to get worse. It's because of how divisive we are. I'm going to be honest with you, bro. I think it's sad that because of, and again, I don't fuck with Trump, none of that shit, but I think it's so sad that because people have a political stance, people will literally be like, I'm not fucking with you, I'm not talking with you. Like, we have gotten to that point where literally we have divided ourselves because we can't agree. And I get it, but I think the reality is, I think people thought that, hey man, there's people that voted for Kamala and this Democrat shit, they hate niggas too. Like, they're racist as fuck.
I think the issue is not, like, it trickles back to the issue is in political stances. It's capitalism, bro. Like, all these people are getting lobbied. All these people are getting paid for. That's like the thing.
But can you be honest and say that it's really wrapped behind who your political party is, and that's what bases, like, that's how people look at it. Like,
but yeah, a lot of people look at it, but a lot of people are also changing. Like, that's the thing. A lot of that view comes from a lot of lack of hope.
It's not hope. It's just the reality of what you see.
Well, it's reality. Reality can change.
It can.
You're an actor. You're a musician. You're an artist.
Yeah.
So how do you not think reality can change? That's my question.
I think it can change, but can it change into what it is that I want?
It can. It's depending if it depends on everybody. If a lot of people work on it, and there's be real, we're not seeing the majority. We're seeing what we're getting fed to. We're getting fed shit. We're not seeing what all the small things that are changing in the world. Like, can we really honestly say that we're seeing all the positive change that's happening? And can we say that no one's investing in that positive change? That's not the case. And the fact is that we're all seeing all this shit right now, when the last 10 to 20 years we didn't see it, but it was still happening, is a huge difference. The whole point of galvanizing a community is because is exactly that. That's the reason my point is galvanizing. It's not about saying, oh, you're a piece of shit because you voted for this. The whole point of it is getting people together and understanding what our commonalities are. And there's a lot of people doing that. That's why I believe in change. That's why I think the world's going to change. Because I think, yeah, the world's going to get worse, but that's not going to stay shitty forever.
Yeah. I guess for me, like...
You're struggling through this one. Like, what's wrong?
Nah, it's just like, that sounds good, but dog, like, I'm tired of sitting up here trying to say that it's going to one day change, but then the further that we get into time, it just keeps getting worse.
It's because, like it only changes with action. We can't hope that it changes. We have to work on it. We have to do things.
We are, but I guess that's my bigger point. Like,
Yeah.
The more that we do, the more they're showing, hey, y'all never really actually had power.
And now we are aware of that. Here, man. Like, look, things don't change in a day.
I hear you. I don't think enough people to invoke the change that we're looking for is possible. Because
I think it is.
The people who, I think there's a lot of people saying that they want change, and they could change it right now. We have friends right now who, if they decided, hey, everything that's not going on ain't right, and we're not going to support this shit, it could stop right now. But because they benefit from it, that's never going to happen. And we can talk about that off air. But that's the reality.
I think it's really important to, it's a one day at a person at a time type of thing. It's a generational type of thing. It's like evolution. It's not going to be if you want change, you can't expect it in your lifetime. And I think that's fair. But you know what I mean? Like,
how many generations have we been saying that? I think that's kind of where I get disheartened.
Not a lot of them have. I'm gonna be real, bro. I'm gonna be real.
That's not true.
I don't think a lot of dude.
I was raised by a sharecropper. We've all been saying the same shit for generations now.
But it's like I said, like, you were raised by them, but how many generations does it take? We don't know. There's not a list of knowing. There's not a timeline. There's not an actual, like, trackable timeline for change. And there's been times when life has been better, and there's been times it's not just like going
better for who?
A lot of people. Things change for everyone. Nothing stays the same. Nothing's like always like shit. It's ebb and flow. And the whole idea of things are like always gonna be shitty, it's like a lack of hope. It just comes from a lack of hope.
I guess here's the thing.
Yeah.
Things are always gonna be shitty, but you gotta be able to find the positives in everything.
Yeah.
So I guess I look at it as, for me, I can't look at it as one day things are just gonna be all better. No, it's always gonna be shit, but there's gonna be some good moments in there that just like makes you keep going and makes you keep pushing for the future. But overall, I'm not gonna sit up here and act like this shit ain't fucked up. Unfortunately I deal with my job. I see way too much shit that's like, this. We're able to just change our environment and it looks completely different, but things are still the same. Well,
yeah, here's my thing. It's a seesaw. Sometimes the world leans towards evil. Sometimes the world leans towards good. Doesn't mean evil doesn't exist. Doesn't mean good doesn't exist. Mm-hmm. And at the end of the day, it's not one of those things where you could just think that the world is going to be shitty forever, because of the fact is, if you have that mindset, you're not willing to change it.
No, that's not true.
Then what does it mean that world's never going to get better then? I'm kind of confused by that. Because
overall it's not. Like, I'm not going to be able to change everything, but I can change some of my environments that are over here.
Exactly.
Over that. But
they changed their environment, and that's how a movement started.
But realistically, the world doesn't get better. I just personally,
I disagree on that.
My one thing right here, especially, I'll just call it with this shit. The Missouri cannabis industry. I've been able to help a couple people, but overall, did it change anything?
Could you really say that there was never no change at all? Like, flat out. I don't believe in blanket statements like that.
So what would you say is a positive change?
A positive change that people aren't getting locked up for ounces.
That's not true.
Still to this very day, people are still getting locked up for days and days on end for ounces.
Yeah, bro.
Who?
Go to the north side, bro. People get locked up all day over weed. That's what I'm saying.
I work in the north side.
I get what you're saying, but hear me out, bro. Like, I'm being dead ass. Like, we ain't even got to, like, this ain't even no argument. Like,
yeah.
The Missouri cannabis laws are bullshit.
I agree.
Okay, so then what are we talking about? Like,
We're talking about change. We're talking about.
there is no change. Like,
agree.
nothing
I
changed.
disagree.
Nothing changed. If anything, things got tighter. The people who were supposed to get things didn't. Hence the micro licenses. Like, all the big corporations are actually getting ready to take over all those micro licenses. So it's about to be a monopoly. It's already happening.
Well, that's because people are letting it.
See, you can't. Damn.
I can.
You can't though, bro. That's not true.
It is. It is true. The only thing
How are they letting it happen?
But when people sign contracts, people can't sign contracts and sell stuff. It's like the whole thing with capitalism.
So
when
what
you
if,
let
hold on.
companies own stuff, it's,
You missing. Hold on, bro. Now you're going past the law. So these were things that were written into law because they lied to people about what was actually in these laws.
and do you think law can never change?
Underneath the Constitution, there's so many things that have to happen, bro, for this to change. It's not going to happen anytime soon, and it's not going to happen within the time that we need it to happen. These laws that were set, they're built into the Missouri Constitution. So that means we have to go through, make a whole nother law. It has to get passed. There's so many things that have to happen now. Dog, we screwed ourselves with what we got.
I disagree. Here's the reason why I disagree, because I think that's a mindset of where people like can never change and can never get out of this sense of like bondage. That is a fallacy.
You work for, never mind.
Yeah, I know, because I see it. I see it.
So you work for corporate. So I get what you're saying, but you also have a skewed vision of what this is.
No, I come from a place that also didn't work for a corporate weed industry.
But
I
you
also
do now. So then how do you do that? Honestly, bro, I'm going to be real with you. Like,
Yeah.
you got to see how the corporate thing works. So then
I do.
So then how do you feel comfortable saying what you're saying then?
I feel comfortable saying because I believe in people. I believe in change.
But the people that you work for are the ones who are stopping this from happening. Green light?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Bomberito.
They don't. The Bomberies don't own the green
Yes,
light.
they do.
They don't. They sold it.
When?
Like not even 5 months ago. Like 5 months ago.
Who did they sell it to?
Floor Farms. That's a local industry that isn't the Bombery.
That's not local. Flora Farms isn't, their actual president company isn't local. They all, that's what I'm saying, bro. We could have a conversation outside of this, but bro, it's not what you think that is.
So I get it, but it doesn't discount the fact that change can't happen. That's like doesn't
how's
make
it
any
gonna
sense.
happen with the people who skewed the laws are the ones who are running it, bro?
People can be voted in that change, or the world can change. Like governments change, bro. There are times where there's Nazi Germany. There's times where Nazi Germany thought that they would always be Nazi Germany. They changed.
I get what you're saying, but this is a little bit.
It's pessimistic.
It's not pessimistic. It's realistic, bro.
I don't know.
I
just disagree. And that's cool for us to disagree on this.
Oh, for sure. But like, I'm just saying, like, dog, if I could tell you how close I was into all of this and how like,
and also we're talking about one industry here.
they're all connected. I can show you how they're all connected. That's what I'm saying. This is all deeper than Nino Brown.
So you're telling me that everybody, all the small businesses and all the people who are working to actually undo this shit, what they're doing is wasting time?
Yeah. That's exactly what I'm saying. I've been saying that since the beginning of this.
I disagree on that because that's like a fake, like it's like essentially giving up.
No, what I'm saying is
that is giving up.
Reevaluate the situation and understand what you're in, because a lot of people, and this is the other end of that, and this is what I have to deal with. I have a bunch of my friends out here that are trying to push to do mad illegal shit to become quote unquote legal. That's never going to happen for them. If anything, people are sitting up here creating hey, here's what's really happening, Ralph.
Okay.
They're creating a list. And right now, what's really happening is they're having an issue between corporate cannabis and hemp. Mm-hmm. And so right now, they're not really worrying about the legacy market because hemp is making all the money. That's what they're pissed at, because they're allowed to go into the gas stations and sell THCA under the guise of...
They're making it illegal right now. They're making THCA. They're cracking down on that. I'm aware of that.
But it's not going to work, though. That's the issue. They're not going to be able to get rid of hemp because they can't prove everything that they're trying to prove, and also too, there's too much money wrapped up in hemp outside of just the cannabis industry.
Like it's gonna be like that forever.
It's gonna be like that for a long time, bro.
But I mean forever, because what your argument is that we'll never change. You know what I mean? Do you see how that's a blanket statement?
I get what you're saying, but
that's coming from one person.
All right, it's not gonna change in our lifetime.
That's fine, but doesn't mean change won't happen.
I get where you're going with
you know what I mean?
So I do. I understand where you're coming from.
That's why
You got a good mindset.
you know what I mean? I think it's important to still believe in change, because if you give up, if you think that change won't happen, then you're less likely to fight.
That's not true, bro.
I don't know.
I still fight every day. That don't mean that.
I'm not saying you don't, but I think that is a mindset that is indicative of letting them win. Because I think you can know what's happening and still push for change.
So that's my point. But you can still see, like, hey, man.
Cammie Thompson has been doing a lot of great shit for change. She's been changing a lot of shit, especially for the North Side. I see change happening. And I can't look at you and say nothing she's doing doesn't matter.
That's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is that,
Then
dog. All right, so my family business has been over there
yeah.
for I don't even know how long. It's been almost 30 years.
Yeah.
So I've been able to see from that point to now.
Yeah. And how many years has that been?
Almost 30 years, and I've been able to see everything. And like this is an even deeper conversation. What's happening right now is so fucked up.
It is. I'm not denying that.
And I hate everything that everybody has done. I feel as though there's a lot of fucked up shit happening, and these good people who have sacrificed so much time, effort, money into this, I feel like there's some fucked up shit get ready to happen that I don't know. I pay attention to the news. I've been paying attention to everything that's been happening. I just feel as though we did a lot of stuff, but it's going to be in vain because of the way that they're doing shit. It is terrible. And we're going to have to start really resourcing ourselves to figure out what's next. They get ready to start taking these people's homes.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And
it's not the first time they've done that either.
Exactly.
But hear me out. Change doesn't happen in a couple generations. It doesn't.
But just hear me out on this.
Yeah.
Because I hear what you're saying, but here's my issue.
Yeah, what's your issue?
There was barely a generation left where we were at. They're taking that away from us completely now. And nobody's really talking about how this is really Black Wall Street all over again, but for St. Louis.
I agree. But see, this is a lot of stuff you're talking about is present things that are happening now that a lot of people are aware of now. It's been happening. But been happening still means present because it came to here now. Does that mean that can we predict 20 years from now, right now?
Yeah. To be honest with you, bro, I'm going to be dead ass. I was told about
sounds
this.
far-fetched to me.
It's not, though. Because you got to pay attention to trends. And that's my point. Like, nothing really changes. Every 10 years, it goes from the city to county. They move black people from North City to North County. We're just going through that transition. That's all. And we do it all the time.
Yeah.
You notice we never leave the North Side. Now, how many years has St. Louis been around? Where's the majority of black people live?
The North Side and the city.
That's never changed, right?
I've seen a lot of people move from the North Side to the other places. I didn't grow up in the North Side. I have a huge black family. Most of my family don't live in the North Side. A lot of us are poor. A lot of us aren't. You know what I mean? Like, it's your worldview. That's your perspective from that. But I just can't, you know what I mean? It's kind of hard.
I'll throw statistics in there.
Okay, yeah.
Statistics say that majority of the black people in St. Louis live in North St. Louis County. I get there are some people that live on, yeah, they do. But majority of black people live in North St. Louis.
And do you think they'll be there that way forever?
For the most part, yes. Because it's designed to be that way. Redlining is real.
I know redlining is real, but do you think...
And that never changed.
So you say we'll never, ever be out of...
past it? I mean, it's happening right now. They just redistrict.
And you're saying that this isn't a lack of hope?
What I'm saying is I pay attention to the reality of what things are. So then I try to move in ways that, again, I can't...
And you can't imagine a world better.
Not for St. Louis. I can't imagine that we get out of this segregation that we have because it's being reintroduced.
That's okay. Here's my thing. The reason why I think that this is coming from a place of lack of hope is because if everybody believed that, then nothing would change.
It doesn't.
And that's the problem. People have that exact same mindset.
I hear you, but at the same time,
do you though?
Dog, yeah, I really do because I vote. I do all this shit, and nothing changed.
But voting's not the only thing. I think
what else is there?
Galvanizing.
How do you do that?
Getting people together, getting communities, holding community events, and changing shit. And like I said, I see examples.
I do
see
all of
examples,
that, but I've done all of that,
And
I
does-
still don't stop doing that, Che.
then
So
does
what
that
I'm
mean
saying
everything
is-
you're doing is worthless?
No, you
Then
still
what?
gotta
That's
do
what
it.
I'm saying.
But that's what we're both saying the same thing. But
I don't think we
you're
are.
saying, no, you're saying that I'm giving up. I'm trying to tell
I'm
you.
not saying you're giving
Hey,
up. I'm just saying that mindset is a state of giving up.
It's not though,
You can look at reality and still think that there'll be better,
and you can still.
and still fight for better.
I'm still fighting for it, but I can still see where there's no end in sight. I feel as though here's the thing.
Okay.
Have you ever seen whatchamacallit? I actually like this conversation that we're having.
Yeah.
It's actually dope as fuck. I actually respect you a lot more.
Yeah, I have.
Not that I didn't respect you before, but you
yeah.
get what I'm saying? Like the fact that we can have this conversation, like this is
Yeah,
fire.
because I always push that back on that. I don't believe in that.
Yeah. So have you ever seen man, it's that Nate Parker movie. What's the name of it? Damn it. It's about Nat Turner.
I don't think I've seen that movie.
Something about nation. American nation, great nation.
My legs are
so
asleep.
I understand what you're saying. And it's not like I haven't been there before. You know what? Damn. Hold on, let's pause this. All right, cool.
Cool.
All right, so
We back.
yeah, me and Che just had to go duke it out upstairs real quick.
We dropped a couple elbows on each other, a couple knee bows, a couple T-bows. We cooked a T-bone. I don't know. I understand. Like, it's really, we just went upstairs and smoked and kicked it and
Yup.
talked more
Behind the scenes.
behind the scenes.
Yup.
Because we got deep. We actually got really deep. And it was like, whoa, like, damn. And we kind of understand each other's perspectives a lot more with this. At least, if you don't mind me.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Most definitely.
But it's definitely what you're saying. We both agree on the same thing, but a different perspective. I think it's, and you're right. It's like, man, it's. I can't even explain it in words, man. Man, the shit that's happening is crazy.
Yeah.
The shit that's happening in the world is crazy.
Nah. This is a good dude right here, man.
No, you a good dude, bro. And bro, I'm just happy to be here. God damn, dude.
Nah, like, okay, so I'll go ahead and be transparent a little bit.
Yeah.
So, like I told him, part of that was me trying to antagonize just to really have a real conversation and bring a broader conversation that needs to be had.
Yeah, definitely.
I feel as though a lot of the times we kind of keep it safe here on Too T3rp, and we don't really talk about like the realities of things, and we kind of keep it in the safe zone. Sometimes it's better to really have opposite opinions and be able to eventually, like, even though you're butting heads and it seems a little tense, it seems a little nervous, still have that,
Yeah,
because there's going to be a point where you're able to break even.
definitely. We broke even like a motherfucker. But it's kind of crazy because, to be honest, without that conversation, I wouldn't have understood a lot of shit about myself.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
That's how it's supposed. Both sides are supposed to feel like they left with something more than what they came with.
I definitely feel like I left with something more than I came with. I feel like, man, I still stand on this, like, we are galvanizing, we are collecting, we are getting together, but we do have to realize what we're in, and what in the truth behind everything in the webs that holds this fucked up world together. Man, but doesn't mean, like, change is a thing, but you have to be willing to change in your own little way.
Mm-hmm. But you also have to be mad positive
Yeah.
and stay positive
Yeah.
and realize that there will be a better. It doesn't matter how long it takes. It doesn't matter if it's generations. You have to understand you might not be able to see it, but that change isn't supposed to be for you all the time. It's
Yeah.
supposed to be for a bigger purpose, and if that's the case, stay positive.
But also know the reality. Like, also understand, like, where we're at right now. Because if we just try to just be like, change is gonna happen without having a plan or having even a decent understanding of what's going on around us, then we're kind of like, we're just kind of spitting jargon at that point. And man, it's and also I didn't know, it's crazy that like a topic like change could be this so complex, because it seems so simple and seems so flat on the surface, but deep when you get deeper in it, it's like, damn, it's like, what is it? What is change? And what is, like, what do you mean global change? Do you mean personal change? Do you mean communal change? Do you mean like congressional change? There's just so much things that defines, and things always will change, but will always change positively? Is it a positive thing for you? Is it a positive thing for another community, or is what some positive for you negatively affect another community? Like it's not just one way. There's never just one way for change, and there's never one victor, and there's never a whole victor.
That's right.
If someone is up, someone else is down, and it's kind of a, man, it's just understanding yourself and getting close and understanding your people. Man, damn. Whew. I appreciate you, man. Literally, I thank you, because I don't know, we come from similar spaces, but also we have so many different like experiences that even something some people so similar can take away from something, can also not see some other shit. Like a lot of times, like, you don't see some things, and it's easy to say things as facts, and it's easy to like create this narrative in our own world, but we gotta remember it's just our own world. It's not everyone's existence. It's not everyone's reality. Damn.
Yep. And that's on both sides.
Yeah. In general, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, because that's one of the things that I was, I kind of talked about on the show last week, Too Funny, the sketch show. We kind of made a joke about how, we try to think that the hood and the suburbs are two different things, but a lot of the times it's different circumstances, but there are a lot of the same issues, and people go through the same problems.
Yeah.
We see it on one end, and it looks a lot different, but then when you kind of get to see both sides, you're like, oh, wait.
And some stories get glorified more than others. So some stories, so some people's realities are looked at like it's cutting edge and the best thing, but also like
it's horrible.
It's horrible. And then you see other people that you see the worst things, but really, if you would really look deep into it, man, that's something positive behind there. Like, I kind of look at the difference between me and my white homies. Like, my family is very, like, I come from a black family that doesn't have a lot. So we're very warm. We had a very warm experience, very warm growing up. Like, I know most of my cousins, most of my white friends don't even know half of their cousins or any of their family or an immediate family like that, and don't even talk. So it's kind of, man, it's a different reality. But they're both having the same issues in different ways. It can be so. There's not just one way.
Exactly.
Man, I think this is the most actually, this is the most interesting conversation I've ever had. This is my first real podcast. I've been on a podcast before, but this is the best conversation I've had in a podcast, or even see. When I check it out, it'll probably be the best conversation I see. Because I feel like a lot. What I like about 2T3rpd is like, nigga, I appreciate you for pushing back, because dude, a lot of, like you said, there's a lot of people who try to be safe with it and not really want to have the conversation and really try to avoid the conversation. But damn, it's like, it's real.
Yeah. Because you're supposed to normalize uncomfortable conversations. That's the only way that you actually make change.
Yeah, you have to be comfortable with being uncomfortable, and you have to almost like look like, if you're too comfortable, you're probably in the wrong space. You're damn. What a great topic for it.
Had to do it.
Yeah, man. Man.
All right. Let me go ahead and give you one more. We got to go ahead. Shit, it's hella late. I got this man here. It's midnight. That's wild. Oh,
that is wild.
See, my wife didn't call. She like, where this nigga at? Oh, well, she didn't say that. My bad. Damn, now I got to do shit out. She white. She didn't say that. I'm lying.
She didn't say that. I promise you. I was there.
Okay. Real talk, though. Okay. So, give me your top 5. Yeah, we did this last time, but I don't care. We still got to do it again. Top 5 movies that you watch Hi, like your top 5 stoner movies.
The Gentleman.
Okay.
Oh damn. Cloud Atlas.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. One Piece film Gold. Star Wars. I was thinking that I want Star Wars: The Revenge of the Sith.
Mm.
I feel like my list has definitely changed from last time. And the last one would probably be Kiki's Delivery Service.
Ooh, that's a good one. Okay. That's clutch. Okay, give me 3 people that should be on Too T3rp.
Kane McCormick.
Okay.
Wasley.
Okay.
And Rents Due.
Okay. Let's do. Yeah, I'm with that.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's make them happen.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, and then give me top 5 dead or alive. If you were to have the ultimate smoke session, who would it be with?
After that conversation, definitely you.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely you.
Preach.
Fucking Amy Winehouse still.
Oh yeah, I'm in there.
Yassine Bey.
I'm in there.
Bob Ross.
Ooh. I'm still in there. Definitely in there.
And fuck, I'm trying to think of it. Bill Burr.
Ooh, okay.
Bill Burr.
I'm with
Yeah.
it. I'm with it.
Yeah.
Fire. I'm
Yeah.
with that.
I think that'll be interesting.
Hell yeah.
I think there'll be a lot of arguments,
Yo.
but I think it'll be kind of fun.
Oh, fuck it. That's the type of environment I live for.
Yeah, dude, I think that'll be great. I would love to see, because I could already imagine Bill and Amy going at it. Why you fucking know about that, huh? Well, I'm gonna tell you something. I don't know if you understand. I don't get it. I don't get it. You know, that's a terrible Bill Burr impression, but you know.
I'm hollering, bro.
Fucking you British people, and you put fucking beans on fucking and sausage, really? Huh? I remember back in the day when people put a sausage between a bun, huh? But y'all want to have sausage, meat for breakfast, really?
Yo.
Really? Huh?
Okay, that's how you hit it.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm happy I landed that.
Hey, that was fire. Dog, you got to do it, prop, dog.
Yeah, I will. I definitely will. You've convinced me weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm happy I'm getting time now.
Okay.
I'm free to more of my time. So
I'm holding you to it, cause.
No, I'm going to do it.
All right.
I'm going to do it because I have to.
All right.
Cool.
Good. Cause if you do, trust, I got you.
Cool.
I promise that.
Oh, I believe that.
Okay.
I believe that, and I'm excited. I'm actually really excited to try this start this.
Yeah.
Because I think it's gonna be something great.
That's right. Don't say try. You starting it.
I'm gonna start it because
Once
I
you
think
get into it, you're just gonna be natural at it. You're not gonna give it up.
hell yeah.
You in there.
I'm excited to find more passions and shit, and more another community to be a part of and learn about.
To infiltrate.
I'm going undercover.
You already know. But all right, let them know that release date for the album, yo.
Yo, the release date will be on September 4th on all streaming platforms, but I will be doing an early release on September 1st of Mari. Mari will be an early release on Untitled. It'll be a app, essentially, where it's not connected to any of these mainstream publisher companies. It's literally a place, mainly I'm putting on this because it's my way of, trying to get more people over to this platform that isn't controlled by streaming services. Mm-hmm. So we can actually start creating our own our own value for music,
okay,
and having more artists sell directly to the customer.
Hell yeah.
So check out Untitled, download Untitled. Mario will be out on there September 1st, and soon after Mario's release, I'll put all my discography on Untitled soon after.
Okay. Hell yeah. I'm with that.
Hell yeah.
I'm buying a physical of Mari.
And I'll be having physicals very soon.
All right.
Yes.
Bet. Because I'm in there. I'm buying that bitch.
Hell yeah.
Straight up. All right. So now, go ahead and let them know your socials real quick, big dog.
My social. Oh, before I say that, what kind of what do you want? Do you want a vinyl or do you want CD?
Vinyl.
Cool. I'm gonna bless you with one. You don't even need to buy it.
Fuck that. I'm buying it.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, I'm buying it.
I'm blessing you with some Mari something.
Okay, but you done already blessed me. Shout out.
Oh yeah,
So
definitely.
that's what I'm saying. You ain't gotta worry about that. I'm paying for that. Hey, you support your homies' art.
Damn right. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
So check me out, Che Sands on Instagram, Che Sanchez on all socials, including YouTube. I also have a TikTok, Che Sanchez. I don't really know. Just if you look up Che Sanchez, you'll be able to find me on TikTok. But I don't really be posting a lot there. 'Cause to be honest, I don't really be on that TikTok that much. And yeah, download Untitled, and you'll see all my discography there very soon.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Dog.
Right.
Y'all already know. It's been another episode. We got another one for y'all next week. Y'all already know. We'll be back.
And better than ever.
I don't know. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. The next homie, he gonna have to figure this one out because it's gonna be hard to top this one.
Much love, dude. For real,
we did
man.
the damn thing on this one. This one, dog. I be saying this a lot, but I really and truly, you'll be able to tell with all the time that this took to do this.
We're
I
gonna be
really-
there for hours, dude.
It's midnight, bro.
It really is.
This man got over here at 7. All right, so just know this is most definitely one of my favorite episodes. Just know that, like for real, because I don't even spend this much time with people on episodes. Usually, I'd be like, get the fuck out. But this time, it's different. I'm like, nah, we need to have this conversation. It was amazing.
It was great,
Dog.
dude.
We're getting ready to talk even after this. I ain't even gonna lie. So
Real. All right.
but y'all already know. We'll see y'all next week.
Peace out.
Peace. Oh wait. Oh. There we go.
I said heaven to hell, I don't know. Well, I tried it. If you got a bullshit, I won't buy it. I'm too fly, I need a fly kit. I get way too high, and now I'm my eyes lit. My sky's bitch, my sky's broken. I don't know why niggas all just keep smoking, cause they just liked it. I get. I'm so it's 2 2 2
Turp.